Councillor Garfield James and Ian Miles. I thank you.
Uno hear that? Uno hear that? Uno hear that? Uno hear who Morland just big up? Uno hear that? In a constituency debate? Me backtrack a little bit.
Peace out.
No, me gone too far. Me backtrack it a little bit.
Mr. Speaker, we'll speak a little about education.
Jesus.
Mr. Speaker, let's turn our attention to water.
Right, yes, sir.
So my two newly minted Councillor Garfield James and Ian Miles, I thank you.
Who them there? In two newly minted councillors. That are the two who cross over from PNP, come over JLP. Never help Morland in a 2020 win. Then come over after. I want to hear Morland I big them up. Okay. Listen, listen good.
2024 local government elections. Mr. Garfield James and Ian Miles were targeted and underwent tremendous attacks from the opposition. But God don't like ugly. When the final ballots were counted, both men were victorious and are now as symbols of the opposition's failure to attract and retain talent. The government cannot work alone. Members of parliament cannot work alone. We work with key stakeholders who are committed to the development of Jamaica. Thanks to the Negril Chamber of Commerce, Club of Negril, Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, our churches, schools, and civic groups, we will continue to work in partnership for the development of a new Jamaica. Mr. Speaker, we believe that a partnership with the people is necessary to move Westmoreland Western into a glorious future where the citizens have tangible jobs to provide for themselves and their families.
God don't like ugly. Backstabbers are very dangerous. True beauty.
Restoring hope in Westmoreland Western, West. Where opportunities are many, where hard work and productivity results in prosperity for all. A constituency where the workforce is educated, skilled, and where every citizen can enjoy a high standard of living. Mr. Speaker, I turn the House attention to infrastructure. The roads in Westmoreland Western...
I soon tell you everything, Mr. Pang. I'm not just go and tap up my screen then. Bring me a 10K lights.
In the last 4 years to repair this neglect. The constituency of West
share up the live and build up the live.
Hard road to travel and a mighty long way to go. Mr. Speaker, over the past 12 years, with key actions of our Prime Minister who allocated 40 million to each
please share the live to Morland.
Several roadways were identified for repair and were rehabilitated. These include Little London to Maysmere, Fullersfield to Alma, sections of Glasgow, and sections of Western Negril. Mr. Speaker, there is more good news. The seawall at Church Corner in West End, Negril, and the sections of roadway at Sandra's Bar along West End were both rehabilitated.
You can't stay there. Go and hide behind the Labour right account then, whoever you be. Why cannot come with the next account?
Grangel to Glasgow, Grangel to Little London, Negril to Parish Board.
Come with the next account now.
Tollgate to Locust Street are still...
Too much I want to collect money to undermine sitting MPs. Don't forget to sit down. One is very devious.
Commuters and pedestrians has often taken on protest action to express their heightened level of frustration.
One set of junk, Unubi.
It is not uncommon to receive on a daily basis.
Collect money for come on social media, can tear down the sitting MP them.
Complaining to their member of parliament about the state.
Uno a sell out in a green shirt.
There is hope. Our visionary Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, has introduced the new road infrastructure improvement program, the shared prosperity through accelerated improvement of our roadway network, the SPARK program. The SPARK program is set to significantly improve the road infrastructure, driving growth, development, and
Plan, can I request you back? Come here, something I want to tell you.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to take this opportunity to report to this honorable House and to my constituents that under the SPARK program,
they want to, they never work for. Yes, true beauty, the whole of them. All of a sudden, Jamaica Labour Party. All of a sudden, Jamaica Labour Party is so attractive, everybody wants to see it.
Negril roundabout to Parish Border, Grangel to Little London, and Negril roundabout to Big Ridge.
Yeah, uno full of fake page like dog.
Successful consultation hosted by
Uno full of fake page like dog.
Were invited. The National Works Agency has indicated
well on the down there take set pan the man. Can't no want where have.
Parochial roads under phase 1.
Uno go shame.
Friendship Division, Wild Pine, Town.
Me no know Onion Denise we plank gone pan tea time just as me mute the thing. Uno full of fake page like dog. All uno do a create fake page for come push agenda. Denise in my box. Oh, she gone. Uno full of fake page like dog. All uno know if you do, I'll take buyout. And that's why I no found a man bending over and dig uno out. Cause that's all uno know if you do. A PNP Eagle that I send me roses. Thank you so much, Eagle.
To me MP, you know.
Eh? Say you know you're Runoff I go on.
When you was a who?
Une register.
I don't know who you register.
Me hear from where they ain't no plank. But me ask around and people were telling me that nothing no go so. But I just hear that it is so. So me don't know you need to check in with Amos. Please.
No call. No make a call.
Check in with Amos and ask him, hey Bridgemar. Let me tell you something. You see me about Morland profile there? I want the people in front of a Morland constituency. Yes, the people in front of a Morland constituency, uno me have a box for. If you not come from a Morland constituency, no request my box right now, unless you want my regulars. James then sit down under James sit down under Wickham McNeil for years. Then sit down there with Wickham McNeil when I do nothing. And from them across the floor, it was said that them across the floor with the intention to get seats. Yeah? From them across the floor, that was the conversation. And then come over, be a problem. They never helped the man win the seat. They were sitting with the PNP at the time. And now then come over and want a seat. What can go so? What can go so? They already do sounding down there. Right? The man prevail. Then go Belmont Road, go tell lies, say the man no team. The man having team.
Hello, ma'am. Kizzy.
Hi, Patrick. What going?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm good. Where are you going? You're good?
Yeah, man. There's a strategy, and then you're pointing at it, but you need to multiply it across the country. The PNP already know that their voters are gonna vote for them, you know. So they don't have to pay them to vote. So they are gonna buy labor right. They did it in the local government election. That's why they won in the Clarendon Moko seat. They just need to pay a few labor right voters and win the seat. That's because they know them guarantee the PNP is gonna win. So it's a strategy that I had actually figured out in the last election.
So then what make our trendsetter the people when they are Belmont Road no see it? Why our people in Belmont Road? Why they no see it?
That's what I say. You see a lot of times they are disconnected from the ground. They are disconnected from the ground. We see it
and them no see it. Oh, we see it and them no see it, and them supposed to see it.
Naive. The Labour Party is a naive set of people. They're conservative. They are thinking that everybody is straightforward and just surface like that.
People from down Westmoreland, people were down Morland Wilson constituency. Uno send me the request. Just identify yourself and send me the request. This again from bad to worse. Because I would like to know if Morland cut Jesus slippers.
It's across the country. Learn from the Morland thing. It's across the country, and they target the JLP seats them and buy a few of the JLP voters because they already guarantee said the labor right the comrades gonna vote for them already, so they don't have to pay them. It's a strategy, and you are saying it. You understand?
Yes.
You're actually recognizing and saying it, but you must multiply it across the country. That's why they so silent, because they already have them strategies lined up for the election.
But
Right?
let me tell you one of the things them when me hear. All right. So you know that when James and Miles come across, they have for them loyalists, for them people who are loyalists to them, who come across with them. So now they are claiming that they are labor rights, right? Them are not labor right. Them are PNP will loyal to James and Miles. So then come over with them. I'm here say them down there across pay problem.
Yep.
Who them
Remember,
people that will request my box, man?
right?
Warren G, who you be? You have to identify yourself.
Remember, say labor right not
Identify
running any
yourself.
money on
Nah,
the
just
ground. You know?
bring up so.
Yeah. Remember, say labor
No,
right
no.
no run no money on the ground. They are more watched than the PNP now. The PNP get away with a lot of things that labor right can't get away with, but they have to be what do you call it now? Aware of the strategy on the ground.
You have
They
some
have to be.
licky people, Dean. You have some licky people where they don't care about the well-being of the country. They don't care about the well-being of the party. They only are living at the moment. So anybody give them 5,000 or 10,000 or buy them liquor drinks, right?
Yes.
Then take
Right.
themselves and start tear down who the people them will work hard to make the party win the 49 seats.
Right. They're not seeing a future, you know. They're not seeing any development and all that kind of thing. They are seeing a no thing.
Look here,
So you
even
can
you
give
now
them
go
a
tear
5
down
and then vote.
Venetia no, they not know. Venetia now work with no James and no Miles. You know now go tear down Venetia and tell no lie pan her. Venetia down there work in favor of Morland Wilson of the Jamaica Labour Party. So don't bother come do that.
Right. But you see, I'm not even calling any name in. I'm just talking about
No,
strategy.
not you, Dean. At the comment me I
Okay.
respond to.
Okay. All right.
No,
Next
Travis,
thing,
you
I
know
wanted
me
to talk to
stress.
you. I wanted to talk to you before, you know, because you see, even the transportation JUTC thing, they use it on the ground to do sabotaging work, you know. A lot of things they sabotaging on the ground, and the government have to be aware of it. They have to be aware of it. Because PNP now go just lose go into an election without a plan, a strategy,
Of course,
and
and then
especially
they don't
on
have
the
no
election day.
achievements to work with. That's why they might do so much propaganda.
Exactly.
And I use
Exactly.
people within the Jamaica Labour Party to undermine the party. People who claim say them are Labour right now. And that
They
them
are
a do.
also paying popular personality to just come and defend them. No, them don't have no facts. Them don't have no meaning, but they just because they are popular, them figure say them can influence votes. You know, like Missy Big when him Triple X and all these people. The same thing the them's doing in the US when them morning, sir. They did it in
God is
US.
straight.
They did it in US with the popular entertainers. They pay a lot of them to come out on the campaign trail, right? So they are doing the same strategy in Jamaica. Popular people come and endorse them, but not with any information, any
No
facts, anything,
substance,
you know.
nothing.
They just come. So you have to be aware as a party that these things are happening. You know, you have to be aware of these things and how you counter them on the ground is another thing. You have to be, yes, sir.
Dean, again, watch out now. You see, the big difference between the PNP and the JLP as it relates to campaigning. The PNP does not concentrate on the country, they concentrate on win.
Exactly.
And because they are concentrating on
anything,
they formulate strategies, right?
to win.
By using anything that becomes popular. That's what they use to gain the traction of the people. Anything that becomes popular. We know say the artists them popular. Them are going to use the artists them. Because you have artists that are popular. And from them, you see, them are play upon the mind of the Jamaican people. You know, if we move the mind of the Jamaican people from seeing production and productivity. Them no want the Jamaican people to see production ahead of them, you know. Right?
Exactly. You have
All right.
emotional.
Let me draw one attention, right? That's all. When you can have a government that remove guarantor, what you know? You remove the guarantor that poor people that could not get an access to tertiary level education is now able to get access to tertiary level education. Now, how is it now that you would have find the PNP strategizing things to point people away from this? How they do that? Remember, you know, the common man where wanted to attend the university, they couldn't do it because they cannot meet the criteria to get the guarantor. No, that has gone. Put aside. And the government is saying, you see, people are not understanding that the government is looking at educating its people. Right? So you have the people in the country now, who is going to look either that them are going to look on the popularity and just the win, or them are going to look down the road and say, boy, this government is thinking about my offspring. This government is thinking about the future generation. So let me tell you how me define what you say. What you going to choose?
Let me tell you how me define what you're saying. There's a thing what we call emotional politics. It's not practical, but it appeals to the emotion. That's why they're waking up dead manly, because they want to appeal to the emotions.
Exactly.
You have a thing when they name practical politics. I'm defining in the politics, worldwide too, and in Jamaica specifically. There's practical politics, where how do we develop our country to be strong, that our people can always use it as a foundation to always be elevating. So these are the practical things we are doing. We are giving you education. We are giving you skill. We are making you get a job that you can actually send your children to school. So tomorrow you can be a better. There's a foundation. We're creating a foundation for the future. We are not doing this on any emotions. We are doing this on concrete, in a concrete and steel. We are doing this in education, skill training. So that Andrew have to go forward, showing the difference between the two politics. How is it? You see them wake up PJ and whatever. These are not people where can appeal or can point to practical things that they have achieved, that Jamaica, that has laid a foundation for Jamaica. But Andrew has done it. So Andrew have to say, okay, we're not competing with you in politics. Your politics is so emotional, it's empty, it has nothing over there. All you campaign on is that better must come. You don't define it, you don't show with hope, and there you have failed. You come back again and say, we put people first. You don't have anything to show how you did that and what it meant. We now have done this, we have grown, we have developed, and here's the concrete proof. We have paid down the debt. We have
when it finished, Sam, when it finished.
Practical politics, you separate yourself from them because they are in the lane of emotion, they take you nowhere. And to separate yourself from them come to the public with that. That's how I define it.
I want to give Samaya a chance to speak, please.
How you look at that?
Yes, so morning everyone. So I took it upon myself to do some research with Morland Wilson and the infighting that has happened since him becoming MP in 2020. So I have a bunch of things I want to read. So all right, I'll begin. Dispute in local council. So in July 2021, Councillor Kevin Murray of the Friendship Division accused Wilson of undermining his position. That's just one instance.
I'm not hearing.
In July, Dean, please, you need to mute.
Defamation allegation.
Mute, Dean, mute, please. All right, Sam, you have the floor now. Stay, you can start over back,
Yes,
please.
so in July 2024, yes, okay. So I was saying that since Morland Wilson became MP in 2020, he has been going through a lot. And I did a general search of instances where he endured infighting and controversy. So I'll begin as early as July 2021. So party tension. So reports indicated internal discord within the Jamaica Labour Party in Western Westmoreland, with some members expressing dissatisfaction with Wilson's leadership. So from the get-go, and this was from July 2021, dissatisfaction with Wilson's leadership. So things began to, go awry there. And then as early as July again, Wilson threatened legal action against PNP member Ian Hales over allegedly defamatory remarks. So again, another instance. And then in August again, an allegation reported involving Wilson occurred at Emancipation Vigil. I don't even remember that in Savlamar.
Yes.
Where again,
Yes,
another controversy.
yes, I
And
remember it.
then in a municipal meeting incident in September 2021 again, Wilson was halted from his seat, and the local officials was decrying his leadership again, and the councillors wanted him to vacate the seat from 2021, And then another instance with councillors again. So the search is showing where councillors were always after him. So it's not something new. So as I was saying before, Morland has been going through it. And I don't know what's really happening down there, but I'm telling you, man, they're out for Morland.
You see,
something
Samai, from him win the seat, from him winning at 2020, him not get no rest. And it's the same challenge. It's the same challenge thing, yeah, where the party keep up. Which, let me tell you something, me fully support the party's way of dealing with a runoff and seats, but I don't appreciate this what they're doing to sitting MPs. Me not appreciate it none at all. Right? No, Morland been having a problem with Kevin Murray from the get-go. From the get-go, because Morland was victorious over him brother.
All right, and here this headline again. So uncertain political future. As early as February 2025, discussions emerge about Wilson's potential candidacy in the next general election, suggesting possible challenge to his position within the JLP. So again, another challenge. Challenge here, challenge everywhere. Poor Morland.
Them been a text it from the man.
Kizzy,
Huh?
morning. You remember last week when me come, I said, me see Comrade Karen Cross, I say, them are replacing with Venetia Phillips.
No go so.
No go so.
No go so. I know Venetia not the problem down there. Venetia actually
Venetia went to work
from Morland.
Venetia went to work with him, and Venetia do the soundings and so. But me never trust them two PMP there for a long time. Because ongo when JLP in a style now, them walk on the labor rights. Them think, boy, me hate them.
Me no know when James never know say he can be MP when we come the down there now do nothing.
Right. No to JLP
When he sit down nice and comfortable with Wickham. But now them a text it from Morland. Morland has not gotten a day's peace from these people.
Not a day.
I may talk about Duba from up at Grangeville, and me chat about Kevin Murray too. Maitland and the whole of them were down there group up against the youth. For what? Them could have never win the seat. Them could have never win the seat. And Duba could even win a fucking division. I mean, I got cuss bad word this evening. He could even win a division. Kevin Murray himself couldn't hold on to nothing. And then sit down and undermine the man will win. What can go so? What can go so? Friggin' crab in a barrel, dirty people will collect money, you so no sell out.
But
Rico, that is not the point. That is not the point. If you come to support the party. You don't sit there and undermine the person where did they before you. We win the seat. Why they not satisfied as being councillor? Why they can't satisfy in a councillor seat? I saw MPP attractive. Why they never challenge we come when we come did it on what list? And then they do nothing down there. The youth is a COVID MP winning a 2020 like everybody else. I have challenges. In one seat where PNP have 50 much years, 30 odd years.
You see, the problem was nobody expected Morland to win. Because remember when, even before that, he was calling Cliff and he was saying that he will win and everything. And Cliff was saying he wants to do that for himself because...
Nobody never believes, Sam. Mr. Wilson, there's the MP joining the live. Mr. Wilson, MP Wilson, welcome. I am here talking in your defense. I am not a constituent, but I know what's happening down there because me keep me ears to the ground.
Morning, Mr. Wilson.
Now we are not pleased that we hear that they are challenging you. What kind of challenge? You know, already do sounding, you know, say to work on this, work on that, and fix whatever issues. So, oh, them not allow you to fix the whatever issues. Why on earth? Why is the Gensec doing this? Why them up at Belmont Road that do this? And the next thing too, me respect Dr. Chang, but me don't like Dr. Chang style because Dr. Chang been a say you need to go win the seat. From day one, he say you need to go win. They never count Westmoreland none at all. And I remember the first time when the runoff keep down there and you won. And me say, you know, so the young man I go win the seat here. Because I'm a loud and vulgar do it. I do that. I remember when he go on Cliff too. And I remember after the runoff, me say, you know, me I got put some strength and support. People are gonna say, oh, Kizzy, you know, come from down there, you know, have no vote down there. Hey, Nax, you have flu, you have sneeze down your life.
No, not me sneeze.
What sneeze?
Not me, me love, man, no sneeze one time I walk out of my car and reach in my house.
I want the at the slam or you slam my car door. So I like smack sneeze. But you see, me care about the seat because me help blog for that seat in a 2020. Right? I encourage a lot of persons down there for vote. And when the seat become victorious now, me no want seat to go down in a shambles. All of a sudden, everybody wants seat over Labour Party. And what
Right,
is?
look at this now. Robert Chin win, which nobody ever knows Robert Chin will never win South Manchester, neither.
Same way. That is strength. And they never respect him neither from get-go. The dirty people never accept him.
All right. No,
They never put him in the winning column.
let me sum up a little bit tighter now. If you put a candidate to vie for a position, right? And that candidate managed to overcome and win that seat, then therefore, why the people them not support that man? I don't understand it. Remember, you know, the whole entire constituency was like in deplorable state, you know, right across the constituency, you know. There is no way a man I go just win in just one term, right? And you want and see miracle happen straight across the length and breadth of the constituency. How you go see miracle happen? That none of the man got. No, them happy. No, they run an internal election now to get out Robert Chin. So Robert Chin now going to represent in the next upcoming election.
You know, you say them he might go one different seat. They must say him one of the unwinnable seat. Traditionally, same like how they said him as South Manchester never expected him to win. Right? At the same way, now they must send him a one of the seat where they not expect him to win. Them someday a mistreatment. And I one thing with me now go behave like some people. Well, just like how me call it out and say what PNP did do to Lawrence Rowe was wrong. Me I go call you out now and say what they do to the sitting MPs is also wrong, especially now. Right? Few months away from a general election. No, I have no problems with how delegates voting on. You see, when the delegates vote, I respect it. If you don't notice, where after Chin lost, I came here and I said they need to go now and men back then see it. Right? But now, before me can really voice my opinion, I'm hope the delegates down there have sense. And no swap black dog for monkey. No swap black dog for monkey. Right? There's a lot internally sometimes where we out the road not even know. If we not have the listening here or a shoulder to a MP, we don't know what going. Internal dirty politics is very nasty, and I've been saying that every time. Internal politics is nasty more than when we are fight against the next side. Because some people believe to say they must unpick candidates and they must undermine others because of whatever personal issues they might have with people. Allow the candidate them in a 2020 will win to grow. Uno no give them no chance. Uno no give them no support.
I'm moving woman down there too. Down Central.
Which woman?
All right. The one when do you sounding?
Oh.
The Mantiga beer.
Yeah. Then
Let me mic and drink me pineapple juice and mind the business.
Remember say some people more than some, cause of who value who. But Morland work that seat along with the people who supported him in a 2020 with enough hope and belief so they can win it, and they did. Right? 6,000. How much me hear Morland say a while ago him win the seat by? Yeah. And now you have some people where from them come a peer problem. Pure problem. Duba Upper Grangeville could not win Grangeville. And Grangeville one of the strongest labor right part down at division down there. Right? In couldn't win it. How him have a say? How you as a fucking loser have a say about who win? Who you? Who you and a one vote you have? And you couldn't secure a division, but you want to against MP. We win their seat. What can go so? Same thing with Kevin Murray. You don't know me no business. Me not put me mouth a ground and talk. Me not put me mouth a ground and talk. And me a call the name and then me a chat. Altrisha Maitland and Morland push you out. And the party take the next tool from our PNP. So you could not be the candidate. You know, hate pan the man like a him do it. Same like how you get push out. And so now you sit down and I try push out the man. And you have some dirty people where take drinks and money for blogging. Nobody can give me nothing. Jamaica Labour Party has never given me a cent. Not a red cent. And them can't give me none. Me is a free agent. And me love my party. I mean, I tear down my party. I respect my Prime Minister. I respect my Gensec office. But at the end of the day, if me say foolishness, me I go talk. And a PNP party me support. A Labour Party. And me not believe in them chaka politics. Me not support that. I don't support it. I don't like it. We sit down and mash up the good seat. We are going for a third term. Well, we should have harmoniously go. But no, MP periods now. So everybody want to become MP. And I'll see it for people that never, over the years, how much people that fight for no seat down at Westmoreland? How much people that apply and a fight for no seat down there? How much people that apply and a fight for no seat?
It's been written off a long time, Kizzy.
Yeah.
Nobody wouldn't even talk about Westmoreland.
Nobody never. They're not that Kizzy. Nobody never want to be a Labour right when they're in a losing streak.
Me say, you remember?
Nobody people used to
shame like a dog. See, me say them a Labour right. But all of us,
it's fashionable now.
And pay passa.
We in style now.
Morland Wilson is a young man. I know like say one person were elderly.
Right.
Why make me not see nobody a fight fi go challenge Hilton? Why make me not see nobody a fight fi go challenge Mark Golding? Why make me not see no labor right a fight fi go challenge Brown Burke? Why me not see no labor right a fight fi go challenge Donga Lisa Anna seat? Why make me not see no labor right a fight fi go challenge Luton Cousins?
What?
Why are the city MP them they will win na 2020? Uno a fight against.
Or Philip Paul will.
Yeah. Why make nobody now fight fi go to East? What are the candidates for those seats? All I know we want seat. Why we not go challenge them there? Because we no want work. We no want ready make seat put on. We no want seat where we not put on. It is not right.
It is not right.
Yes,
Kizzy.
Mr.
Morning, guys. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just letting you know he's trying to come on soon. He's going to come in the box.
MP Wilson?
Mr. Wilson, MP Wilson, yes.
Yeah, man.
Very good.
Man, me I go save the top box they feel.
I don't know what he's doing at the moment, but he said he's coming on soon. I guess he's probably doing something where he can't talk right now.
He might be busy because I mean, look, Miss Chin, look on this, yeah? As it was reported to them that there will be a runoff, people run out and tear down the man and talk about James. I go get it, James. Who is James? What is
I'm Team Wilson from morning, you know. I am Team Morland Wilson. And Morland Wilson is a hard worker, I know. Morland Wilson is one of the first. Morland Wilson is one of the first member of parliament. Actually, he is the first member of parliament. That when I introduced myself to him, he knew who I was and told me that he will be coming on our lives and he wants to work with the bloggers. And, you know, he was so welcoming to the blogging community, to JLP bloggers. So I am definitely Team Morland Wilson. I don't know James from Adams. And as you rightfully said, Kizzy, I'm not going to beat around it. It is facts. It is very disheartening to know that you have an MP where don't do shit in a Westmoreland. And no, Labour right now want to go up against him because everybody afraid to lose. And Morland Wilson took the chance, knowing that he may win and he may lose, but him take the chance because he knows him have a vision. He know him have a vision for the constituency, and win, lose or draw, him did go take the chance. And the man take the chance and the man win it, and here comes everybody else who never want it before. Well, we never go and go challenge who did it before. But as soon as him clean up the seat, win the seat, and get how much Labour rights to be in that constituency, now no want the easy road out. Why not try and work with him? Why not try to work with him? No, as you say, Kizzy, raise up here. And I believe that it is for real. I believe that that is exactly what it is. More money in the kitty, so everybody now suddenly want a piece of the pie. You never want it before? Why you never want it before? I am definitely Team MP Wilson. I can't say who will get it. I'm not a delegate down there. But, and of course, I will have to work with whoever wins because Labour right are Labour right. But I am not for anybody else but MP Wilson. And I would definitely encourage anybody who I know, stick to the evil one and know. Stick to the person that caused us to have that seat.
Not true.
MP Wilson did that. I am doing it.
I'm more of a concern. Do you think it is right for the party to keep challenging sitting MPs?
No, I don't like it.
I don't like the president.
Let me tell you.
That's the point I was going to raise. It is wrong. It is
Okay, let me
wrong.
tell you.
The JLP before?
Okay, so
Any of the parties?
So for me, at this stage, if an MP is not working, doing their jobs, and the people of the constituency are calling on a change, for example, what the constituency name again in a Clarendon, Enriquez. The people them are beg for Enriquez be removed. Beg.
No, but Miss Chin, Enriquez had basically abandoned the seat. We not have to put him out at
That's why I'm using example. That's why I'm making. That's why
MPs active.
That's why before me answer, me I take out who me for take out.
Yes,
In that
no,
situation,
nobody have no.
in
You
that
notice nobody never make a
situation,
nice
then
vote
yes.
down Enriquez.
Well, and then up. That's why me answer a question specifically. In that situation, then yes, the party have to take a stand and remove that sitting MP if they need to. But in a cases like Morland Wilson, absolute rubbish for anybody to be trying to run against them. Garbage. I don't believe that the party should do that. I'm a Labour right and I support my party. But if something is happening that is wrong, in my opinion, it's wrong. Morland Wilson should not be challenged any at all.
It is wrong on so
Not be
many
challenged.
levels.
Let me tell you something, guys. Let me say this. Right? Uno mute there for a minute. Make we get some you wanted to say something? Samai?
I asked the question, re-sitting MPs, if it was right, if you think it's right to set that precedent, challenging MPs.
You remember? I don't know if you did hear me the other day, you know, after Chin, you know, I gave out my warning and I said, I said the party set a bad precedents and only hope they can live with it, because when you challenge a sitting MP in that manner and the way how he was removed, it a go come, it's same knife with stick goat, I go end up stick sheep. If you feel like the MP is not working up to par, right? You know, wait until after this time to do this, and then the way how it is being done, them a get challenged by some people where them shouldn't work with them. It tell you something not right. No, how can we accept? Say this is they have been fighting against the man as you just laid out. And Sam, please maybe go to compile all of that together and send it to me. Right? All of that information the earlier, because some of you guys just had joined the live. But from from 2020 September, the man swearing the 15th of September, him not get no rest down there because peer problem, no care when though. It was never enough for those people who down there long time sit down under PNP quiet. I want to see it when me no have no vote, but me 100% know what going down there. Me know people will work in that seat. Me know people where a Morland Wilson executive team. So me know so the man down there work. Is he perfect? I wouldn't say he's a perfect MP. But tell me which MP perfect. Which one of them perfect? Him is a first timer. He have to learn on the job too. Because them kind of work here, nobody no prepare your feet. You have to learn on the job. Where is the room for mistake? And the next thing, this seat, I know one of them will Chang count. Because Dr. Chang has said it publicly several times, said the West is going back to the PNP. He never even counted as a win in a 2020. Publicly. It is on record. So if it's a seat we want to see as a last cause, make the MP we're winning in a 2020, lose in a 2025. What the challenge for then? We don't need if we win. We don't have to win 49 seats to form the next government. So why we not push out the people them? It got deeper than this. And we are not idiot. I mean, don't like nobody take with the public for fool. Me no like it. Just because Morland no loud and he no vulgar and he not come out come be boisterous. I bet you couldn't try that with some other MP.
Kizzy, me I go use another MP as example. I'm gonna talk about that MP all the time. Dave Brown. Dave Brown is like Morland Wilson. Very quiet. You know you're remote. But let me tell you this. And at first, when the party was counting and doing their polls 2 elections ago on the seats that they will win, because every party do it, it's expected. to see whether they'll win or not and the chances they have in each constituency. Eastern Hanover was not counted in the winning column. They figured that they would have lost Eastern Hanover. You hear me tell you? And Dave Brown is now a 2-time MP. Not one, 2-time MP. So when they think that when a little man don't talk, or when a man is not a Desmond Mackenzie, or he's not a Warmington, he's not one of those persons, you feel like you need to rule him out. Don't, because the work what that MP doing in constituency speak for itself. Me and you not live down there. Let the people them decide. And when they vote for them, that is the decision that the people them have made. What else do you want to see? Morland victory was big enough for you to know that he's a good MP.
You want me to tell you something,
in the comment section, same MP at one Brown. And that's what I'm talking about. The people them love them MP and they don't want their MP to go.
Miss Chin, you want me to tell you something? The quietest MP is Robert Chin. Let me tell you something. Robert Chin will keep a meeting and just stand up, and just listen to everybody, The man just listen to everybody, The man just listen and you can see the concern upon his face. He's concerned about what the people are saying and how he want to move it forward. You hear what I say? The man, but why me I tell you, me don't know, me just can't figure out people.
That is strength. Yes, MP Chin, I have said it many times, I don't know him personally. But he's a person who I have been communicating with for years because he was at one point in Eastern Portland, right? Active. And becoming a labor writer over there, I'm allowed him reach out to me. And that's how I first started communicating with that man. And I can say this, him is definitely not a talkative person. Never was. I know one chatter. I know one bag of mouth, Maddie.
Sometimes he can't address the comment section.
Force him. Yes.
All right. So I see they're talking about Craig Oates in the comment section. I say he's now going to support Dave Brown. Guys, to be honest with you, without saying too much what I know, but all right. But to be honest with you, see Craig Oates now. I've been on Craig Oates' case from day one to the point where him lock off him comment section. You can't put a comment in him comment section for no video where make.
Yeah, him lock them off.
I know he's going to vote for Dave Brown, but I don't trust Craig Oates, and I'll tell you why. Craig Oates, when he wanted to be caretaker for Eastern Hanover, the way I'm the Dave Brown down there, guys, are not normal. Him touch him talk all kind of things. Anyway, him see one chop out, him go make video and talk how the MP now do a good job and him go on and him go on and him go on and him go on and him go on. And then him get Mark Golden for come down there and him and Mark Golden there on stage a dance. He did everything to become the candidates.
I since
this Golden reject him. From Mark Golden reject him.
Yes.
Just if from him get the rejection, all of a sudden now he's team Dave Brown. And when his grandmother died,
you know why me not go beat Craig Oates.
Not beat him, because I say me not trust him.
Yeah, but you're right for not trust him. I wouldn't either. I'm sure
yes,
Kizzy.
But yes, when his grandmother
why me not
PNP when his grandmother died. Only person showed up for him when his grandmother died was Dave Brown. Grave digging, everything. I want somebody him see. That's the reason why you see him all up and down talk about Dave Brown. And he did say that he wants to join.
Jump out of the box there and request the bottom box. I want to save the top box there for the MP when him come, please.
He did say that he wants to join with the MP. Yeah, we know same one join with the MP. But for me, you see like when publicly cuss the MP and someone wants him publicly turn labor right. We don't want you hide and turn labor right. Publicly turn labor right. Make we see say you're labor right now for true. We can't trust him. We want him to vote, you know.
Wagwan, Miss Chin.
Wagwan,
yes, but here me also do, as a show of people. You see Craig Oates, we will understand that Craig Oates is a PNP, bro. You get me? And him and the party follow and they say, yo, can you already got Mr. Brown, You get me a come from? So we just know, say, yo, well, that's slide. Anyway, Kizzy, don't have Westmoreland now. Me not talk about Westmoreland this man, but Kizzy, you know when you like Kizzy, I'm going to be honest and show man, just let me stop dragging up Kizzy. Here what? You, with Marlon was with Westmoreland. Nobody want to see, but nobody want to see, but you don't like that, brother? The youth don't have 5 pieces and everybody want to put up the youth. That the fear? You Kizzy?
But I can't talk about you now, Steve.
Me vex, bro. Kizzy, me vex. Real to me vex. You know why? The youth, nobody want down there. And everybody want down there. Yo, Bridget, me don't like what I'm going on. Kizzy, right now, me give up. I tell you, God, me give up, bro. Me give up. What, Mac Bridget? Because you see me see I go on, Kizzy. Me like what I go on. You get me I come from? The man you looking
nobody can like this. Nobody can like this.
Then
Nobody
I don't
can like this.
fight up you. You get me? If you want to win, if you want to run a last, you run a last. Left him down there. You get me a come from?
want the delegates them to do the right thing. But you have some back and belly rat when come over with the turncoat them. We are talking about them a labor right and them are the problem. And them are the problem.
Give me vex. Give me vex now, real life.
Moderators, please don't bring up nobody in the top box. May I leave the top box for it's my big woman Marcia, you can't talk. But me want the box so
Good afternoon,
box empty for when the MP come.
Okay.
No, we can't. I'll give you my box here.
No, that is strange. If you want jump, no problem. But that big box, them I want the top box, them I want keep it for the MP. You understand?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Merry Christmas, but let me talk also. Me say.
All right.
With Craig Woods now. You know, hearing from Natalie other night, they talk say him not on labor right, but in go hunger like support Dave Brown. Because Dave Brown do good in our community. Only why in that support him change do good. So my friend Fiona thought now say he want because me must say not on because Natalie asked him loud and he say not on labor right.
All of them matter about them not on labor right, but them are because them disgruntled. We not really business with them because them can go and make nice. That's why me not preach for them gospel. You understand? Because everybody knows them disgruntled. When me have a problem, are those who come over and put on green shirt and come with their orange shirt behavior, right? And their orange shirt undermining mannerism. Because to me, it seems like it's a deliberate thing to come and create cascas and problem in a seat where labor rights win fair and square.
So wait the now, kids. I want new orange. Sorry about that. I want new orange one come over. I want to come to labor right again in a size.
So everybody know that James and Miles were sitting councillors in the PNP, and they came across the floor with then division, right? But from them come across the floor with then division, everybody hear the rumor that grown, so they want seat, they want to challenge Morland, right? That was being said from get-go, right? Morland did not put up any objection to them coming across. Him welcome them. And them come over as councillor, and from them come a beer problem, then join up with another underbelly low weak jellyback zinc fence liberate them we down there, right? And now undermine the man, peer lie then care ga Belmont Road go spread and tell, right? Sounding one down there. They say him no team, in team show up, vote for him. Then come back, them a make another list, a send down there. Them a have meeting behind the man back in a constituency to undermine him. A be a nastiness a going down there. I just because people
don't know what they do, they go out of this, you know. If they don't know what they go do, you know, because I pay foolish doctor and them picking up on their foot, you know, because I see when they were in the PNP, what they never win their seat and come over with it.
Why they never challenge Wickham McNeil if they did so love people and
watch out.
Why they sit on all these years in the PNP when he did nice? All of a sudden then they overthrew it. They come over to his side a problem. You come over consider the man in a seat. James sit down in your council seat. Go and go do your work. But you want challenge.
Dr. Chang, if you turn up on them foot, you know, I know what they're doing for us. Then you sites not this thing all the time, you know.
You know, criminally well on.
They go lose out, you know.
Back and belly undermining rat. PNP behavior. You don't just cross. You come back. You come over here with no dirty style and no dirty ways.
No, I don't PNP behavior. Them a PNP. Them a PNP. Them a change.
The same style what they have having a PNP, I same style, and they try to carry coming out the Labour Right Party. And we have to turn up our foot. If you not turn up our foot, and then something I go on.
All them a do, and then set a nasty, dirty precedents. Then set a nasty precedents by where they do it chin, and now them a can do it to Morland. It is wrong, man. And same way like how me this say what PNP do to, same like how me did that cause PNP and say what they do to Lawrence Rowe was wrong. Me now go sit down over for me side and pretty it up. Me now go smile about it.
And that end do Craig Woods too, you know. Because he say he spend all the money today and that end do him too. So I making
exactly. So that's why him so disgruntled now.
Yeah, he say he spend all the money when not ask him how much money he spend. He say not talk if him talking family him go back with him.
Bridgemar, them motive is very clear. Yeah. Very clear.
So I mash them up.
Me no business with them and then division where then they have. And then come over with you or whatever I want be. But leave the MP alone.
MP
then, you see when they have the sounding? Me here said they set up big sound down there. And some of them in a herring shot. Ready to go celebrate the removal of Morland. And it never work in their favor. Right? And now come back and them a push and them a push and them a push. No, because nobody now load up the nastiness. The nastiness their road. Everybody know what go on and it is wrong. I remember me no know at one time me ever meet Morland Wilson. I don't know, like same as somebody with me crazy about. But me a Labour right. Me a go support Labour right. Me not support no PNP.
KizzyDon and the crew, man.
What go on, Mr. Bracy?
I'm there, I listen, man.
Thanks for the gifts, guys. Thanks, all of you.
What I saw now, Kizzy? You know, say you see them PNP when them come across the floor there. Sometimes I listen to PNP, them account some seat, you know, and them account too much seat, them are going, you know. Some of them cross over, if you take and care back home, you know. You better watch them, you know.
Then we don't know.
You know, see
we don't know.
The party, if you know, say, you have your people who work for you and start your thing from ground. You can't make nobody come over. Them people, they are iris. Them are iris because them are come for grab and run. And they might take the seat. Them come over, take the seat and carry back across the floor. And Mr. Chang and the party leader need. Listen to me.
Mr. Chang. Horace Chang is the problem and the cause for all of this. Horace Chang.
All right, guys.
Alone. Him alone
guys. I'm not listening.
But them
Hello.
need to sit down and sort out this thing here. This precedent set from Mr. Chin. You see it. And that was the big mistake, and it set a trend.
Yeah, and that is why it's Horace Chang, because I hear my general secretary, the buck stop with him. I him should have did tell Ian Hives and Diamond say, listen, the man is a sitting MP. If you feel the seat is weak, go and work with him. You should never allow it to go stop with him.
Yeah.
You should never allow it.
I see it. So right now, may I listen to
MP,
them from
MP Wilson. Hold on, Mr. Bracy. MP Wilson, if you're ready to join us, can you please click on the box at the top? MP Wilson, if you're ready to join us, could you please just click at the box at the top? There's an empty box there that says invite or request. I think it says request. From my end, it says invite. If you're ready to join us, can you please click on it? If you're not ready, no problem. When you are ready, that box will stay empty. Moderators, please don't bring up anybody unless there's another box available. Leave the box at the top next to Petal empty. Petal, you wanted to say something.
No, me say make way. I could not get up and start blame people this morning and cuss and go on bad. And I could see what really are going. You understand?
Better. Better, say it really passed. It passed that long time, and next girl, everybody's correct.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they are. No, everybody knows. Say me respect Dr. Chang as a MP. Respect Dr. Chang as the security minister, as a firm and strong supporter and member of the Jamaica Labour Party. Dr. Chang respect is large. But you see, in this aspect of what's happening from Belmont Road, because definitely it's not Dr. Chang alone, but a him a Gensec. Yeah, you have Deputy Gensec. You have Deputy Gensec
with him.
But a him a Gensec. And you see these things, Petal, Dr. Chang a veteran. Dr. Chang knows say them a kind of bagga, especially in today's day and age, now go slide. It will not slide. Good morning, Munchie. And I'll tell you why I go call out Dr. Chang. You see, if from day one, Dr. Chang never, I say, the West go back to the PNP, and if at any time in the show any confidence in a Morland Wilson as a MP, we would not suspect Dr. Chang right now like, oh, we are suspect Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang coming like he have a personal issue with Morland. And me, I go say, this is me, Kizzy, I say so. No, nobody else. Me, I say, Dr. Chang give me the impression based on my observations. And this thing, I don't know, we start, Petal. I don't know. They have been, when me say they, me attack Kevin Murray, big got Duba, and Duba should get that shot at Jamaica Labour Party, you know. Because when the boy, when he Kentucky kid was accused of molestation or rape against a minor, Duba come out in a green shirt publicly, can defend him. So him Duba should have get kicked out. Duba should have never still there in the Jamaica Labour Party or even represent, because you come out publicly and you could not win your division. You know win your division, Duba. Kevin Murray, you know, left Morland alone. Right? So, our start off. So, in our way, Dr. Chang can also be working based on the information where I get from these people who are there undermining the MP. But at the end of the day, the buck stops with you. And we have months before an election. And I know you want to run off all about yes, so. Eh?
Kizzy,
Kizzy,
me have to tell you something. I get message again. Hold on. He said he's getting calls non-stop. Them I try join, but the call them are coming back to back.
Yeah, every minute everybody are calling because he named the part all over. Because you have people will run out and I come talk about say in get removed because James get the and James the part and the James him I work with. James who I work with? Who I work with, James? James, who I work with? The people I'm James come over with. And them I work with James.
All right, let me say one more thing because me I go on the road and I go there on it. Me I come off because me a funeral me I go. But if me get no more message, me will message your inbox or message Petal and tell you whatever.
I'll tell her.
But yeah, me I come off. All right.
Munchie request the box there.
Request
the box there, Munchie, where Petal just where Miss Chin just left.
Just come out, sir.
Give thanks to life.
But Kizzy, Belmont Road, send Venetia down there. Figure find out what is going on. Venetia come back with good report. You know, Venetia said Mr. Morland is working and the people are happy with him as an MP. Why are we still entertaining? Why is Belmont Road still entertaining them?
You see the person where say when their mama where say Wheatley back James? Yes. Wheatley too. Wheatley and Dr. Chang. Me don't know where they seen at James. Me don't know where they seen at James. Right? It is unfair to foundation labor rights. Right? We welcome any PNP we want to switch. We not have no problem with that. It's Jamaica and you have a right vote for who you want to vote for. And if you want to switch from your party and come a Jamaica Labour Party, or you want to switch from Labour Party and go PNP, that is your right. But if you left over PNP and come over Labour Party, no come over here can undermine, no sitting Labour rights. Mama, you want the box to contact the things then, Mama? I know you're from Westmoreland. Outlaw, me see you down there, Outlaw, but me have to see one box empty. Yeah, idiot, easy done, but James is the man. Move! You not think like and worthless like that.
Worthless and
You don't down there and we can McNeil, you never know say James are the man then time there. One of the death go stiff up on the old fame. Boy, yeah, come over here, but James is the man.
Morning,
Kizzy, morning team.
Barbecue look like down there, but them move
Morning,
and
Nathaniel, morning.
Morning, people.
Look here,
I'm all
man,
of
Kizzy.
us. Anyway, barbecue look like down Westmoreland. Go suck them move and go.
No,
Nathaniel, relax.
Get back, you know.
Relax, Nathaniel.
Morning, everybody. Look, Kizzy, that's why when time I see them come ready, I come over to my party. Me no like see them, you know. And people ever inbox me about all this and that. That's why I'm so militant against them, you know. Every time the PNP them fall out with them party and come over now with party, then come make problem. We don't know what James friend where James is no labor right. James is an opportunist. Morland Wilson I see it. Nobody never expect Jamaica Labour Party for win the seat, and as soon as the man win, the whole of down there tear down the man and about to no one seat. Duba could never win Phoenix division, but in down they want come and move sitting MP. Why Duba never win Phoenix division when in a local government election he lose after and down there too much years down there. He couldn't win in division, and in then down there no one come move more like me say. Me I tell you, Kizzy. In the Jamaica Labour Party.
Me very cautious.
No, but we must see what
everybody have a
we
motive.
see the JLP have the election in their hand and take it like they want that way.
If the Jamaica Labour Party.
Hold on, guys. Uno see James supporter, money talks in politics. Yes, can one money talk.
We know because I come over with the PNP money talk sell. In the Jamaica Labour Party, hard work and loyalty talk. When the people money then are the trenches when Jamaica Labour Party never did that weird. When PNP have Westmoreland for 18 or 40 years with no road, no development, where was the money if you come over if you come help Jamaica Labour Party for win the division? Over 40 years PNP down there, they not fix road, they not go no water, they not take no house off a stick, and they not do nothing for no. Everybody down there with live like scabby, and as soon as the Jamaica Labour Party win, money talk and nothing else not talk. You stay down there because I don't expect nothing from you down there. That's why I count out them the seat, they no Kizzy. That's when time me not count them the seat they know. Because I know so them the people down there are non-progressive. And I don't talk.
But that's true, you're right, Munchi. You say it correctly. Right? Money run politics because uno hungry belly people always want something for nyam. Uno a PNP supporter. You think me no know? Mama me know say I will more, but guess what? Me have to breggle my mouth. Me can't say everything because there will be a runoff. I'ma hope the delegates down there no farm full. You hear? Uno stick with who? Stick with uno and fight and win the seat in a 2020. Let me tell you this. Everybody knows that Jamaica Labour Party. Me don't know what going over PNP side. But everybody knows Jamaica Labour Party don't fund candidates. Right? And if you take on a seat where a PNP have it for years upon top of years and winning is no easy thing. It's no easy thing. Right? And the man win the seat or when he win the seat, appear problem, be undermining, be a bad mind, be a dirty water. Same thing on the chin, or the same thing on the Morland. Right? Me here say Amos I get challenged too, and I say to myself, say, you see how
me not hear that, Kizzy. Kizzy, me make the call. Me not hear that.
You get the call and you talk to Mr. Amos?
No, me not talk to Mr. Amos. Me talk to somebody close to him.
Plan?
She said no. She said no.
I'll tell you this. You see, if you don't hear it at Amos' mouth, until you hear it at Amos' mouth. Because Plank, my sources are not weak, and you know that too.
Me call him, but me not get him. I'm gonna call him back later still.
That you have to talk with him. You have to talk with him. Make him tell you that.
Yeah.
The games where them a play, it don't look good. JA decision, it don't look good. Me don't like it for my party. Me don't like it. I am a firm believer of giving the people what the people want. Me support that 100%. Sometime in some cases, the party have another agenda in which they want to bring in someone and the people might reject them and rebel. Look here, you batty man, you come after this. You come after this batty boy. Come after my account.
Black him because he live in a car. He don't live nowhere.
Look that
Remember
shit.
that car he live in. I ain't going to eat from morning. So black him. He going to hungry. Dead meat. No dead meat over here. No dead meat over here. Black him.
Yeah, I did that.
What things are laughing up time now? He thinks we are stinking.
I come put up. I come put up. What surprise face. Go and go suck and come on for my life.
Go and go look some feed. You don't eat a 3 days. No, you're not your car dead for hungry. Go look at me.
Me no one of them labor right there. Me no one of them labor right there. No can friend. No can.
Black him cockaclad Kizzy. Over there talk one who I set up people life.
Yeah, me never say them a do. Me here.
Yeah, over in platform I set up all our life.
Set up life. Who them a go do? Who them a go do? Who them a go do and what them a go do?
Me here. But him hold on.
Well, I know when him go miss, not even the car where I sleep in, that I go find.
That if you remember. See, like going over there, I plan for people life.
Yeah, you plan for people life when him go miss, not even the car. Not even the car. Now go can't find. People like you never know say you're missing, because you don't live nowhere, so nobody can say you live at a yard.
From home. You are missing from home, because you don't live nowhere.
Right. Because me wait for the MP to come, I mean, no one nasty the platform in the evening. Yeah.
Exactly.
Me I try hold me respect and me composure.
Yeah, man.
This all started, Kizzy, when the PNP them come over in a Westmoreland. That is how it started. Nobody thought Morland could have win this seat.
Don't let South Manchester start when PNP died.
Exactly, Nax girl. This is all started when the infiltrated and coming out with party. When Labour Party never did a weird Kizzy. When Edward Siaga was the worst thing in Jamaica, I never banned him, a murderer, I'm a killer. Nobody wanted to come out with party.
Nobody wanted to.
Nobody never wanted to come. Nobody never wanted. No, yeah, so we couldn't put on green. Soon as Jamaica Labour Party are weird now, the one they come over and come and try to them and infiltrate.
When they say Andrew Wellness coat tail not so long. So how do all of them walk and ride in Panny now?
No ride off, man. And
no, but Kizzy, you asked
Morland Wilson.
Kizzy, you asked the number one question.
Wilson.
You asked who is the JLP candidate going up against? Master Mark.
Hey, what man no gonna know they go against?
Who is the JLP candidate going up at Brownburg?
Brownburg.
Yeah. What are
you challenge people today? Since I see to no one seat.
Who is going up against? Who no one seat? Who no go and go work a seat now?
Yes.
Create
lose first.
Create history like Rhoda Mike Crawford. Create history like Michelle Charles.
Like Morland Wilson.
Create history like Morland. Create history like Tova. Create history like Chin. 2 weeks, they're going to say 2 or 3.
Black user the Kizzy. Black user.
Go on and go in. Go on.
No.
Come move the sitting MP. What I see. You do by you're a loser. You're a loser, Duba, because you couldn't win a division. You did it for much about 15 years. And when you come to win a division, you couldn't win it. But you still want to come move sitting MP. You're a loser. You're a loser, Duba.
Somebody has said the MP there a funeral. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. Me see it. Look here, me I go sit down and wait for the MP. Anytime when he can join, me not know where I go. Me I sit down right here so.
You can't even win. You couldn't win. You couldn't win on a division, but you come now. Morland Wilson got a seat that the PNP had for 50 years, Kizzy. What do you expect the man to do in 4 years? Eh? What kind of work would you expect the man to do so? It can't work miracle because the PNP take 40 years to mash it up. And then Dr. Chang say a PNP seat, so morals was moral down there because the Labour right got defeated down there because what Dr. Chang say. But yet still no one the man to fix every road, provide every water, help with everything when PNP did nothing for 40 years.
2 year type of COVID.
Exactly. What do you expect? PNP, I see people in a central Manchester, when a central St. Mary Kizzy, every one of them I make video in the diaspora around there. I said, I'm tired of Dr. Guy because Dr. Guy around there for 50 years and no development. And every single constituency and parish has shined except Central. Everybody talk about Central St. Mary and Dr. Guy around there for 50 years. But you still want more than 50 place in 2 years.
Sheldon, then back for tell you back, Sheldon.
All right. Man, go on.
Guys, mute.
Okay.
Good afternoon, MP Wilson.
Yes, good afternoon. And good afternoon to everyone on the blog. I just get a chance to join the discussion. I'm at a funeral for one of our indoor workers. A very sad occasion. Sad occasion for the party and sad occasion for Westmoreland Western. So I'm here paying respects with the family, and to bring a message because this is a long-standing JLP supporter family. She and her mother before her worked for the Labour Party. So, we have to stand up with her and, and the family and to reassure them that the Labour Party is here for them. But I know that the team is here concerned as the rest of the country about what's happening in Westmoreland Western, in particular the challenge that the two crossover PNP has mounted against my chairmanship of Westmoreland Western. I just want to say, briefly, cards coming in, so I hope that it's not
disrupting your phone. All right, no worries, man. We are here waiting on you.
Right. So I'm just sharing that Westmoreland Western is always considered the territory of the opposition. So coming in, we know it was a lot of hard work. The party didn't have much faith, or I should say the secretariat didn't have much faith in how we could bring home the seat. But what happened in 2020 and the rest is history. We put in a lot of work, a lot of coordination, a lot of people believe in my candidacy and the Labour Party and the Prime Minister, and we took home all 3 seats in Westmoreland. So, fast forward, these men defected from the People's National Party and came across. The CM Secretariat accept them. They put them in as the chairman, that the party would have made that decision. So I work with them as a true Labourite. And everyone will tell you that I gave them 100% support to ensure that we bring home the seat during the local government election. But apparently they have other plans. I hear all sorts of rumors about arrangements being made to give them seats and all of that. There's a lot of things floating around. Most of those I don't listen to because, in politics, you always hear things happening. So, but I didn't pay much attention. I hear that was a part of the agreement to give them the seat and all of that. So coming down right now, I see a challenge. The man want to take away the seat. They try different things. They try sounding. They try consultation. They try a whole lot of different mechanisms. So it comes down now to a runoff that is scheduled for Sunday from all indications. So they are now officially saying they want to take over the seat because they're not working with the MP, which is kind of sad because I tried as best to work with them within the resources that was given.
And the reason they are giving is some crazy, crazy stuff. Work not being done. And I'm saying they did 8 years under PNP with Wickham. What do they have to show? Then they came over and they did a year as Labour Party. What have they shown? What are they showing as their major achievements if they're going to speak about work? So team, I have my team ready. We're confident of victory, but it's quite disheartening as a Labourite because at this stage, 3 months out of an election, a general election, we weren't looking at this unity. We weren't looking at going through a selection. We weren't looking at trying to separate the flock. This is the point where we should be pulling in every single vote that we can to ensure we maintain and secure Westmoreland Western in the columns of the Jamaica Labour Party. But with the decision of the persons amongst the secretariat, and we are a party people, we work with what they're suggesting and what they're saying. So we have a runoff plan. So we have a full campaign to get to all the workers to ensure that they come out and they give us the support, the full support, so we can then mend fences, because we are going to require some fences to be mended. Some very dreadful thing is being said even before this campaign is launched, and I think that's why this campaign even launched, because they have been doing a lot of undermining for the past year since they won. And a lot of those undermining is now being revealed. And even the speed at which they pulled together, it shows that they were secretly, working in the shadows while I was there focusing on trying to get road and water to the people. They were there, trying to mount a challenge, which was very disgusting, to be honest, because I wasn't expecting them to do something like that, as man who just joined the party, who don't even get the ink don't even dry upon a membership card yet. So it's a very distasteful thing. I think the secretariat will really have to look at how they approach things like of this nature. And I'm going to be frank and tell you, if these men could have beat Hills, if they could have beat Hills in the PNP, they would have done it. They would have absolutely done it before they came over, because remember, they in their full force with all the resources they had at the PNP, they went up against Hills and they couldn't manage him. So how they think them are going to manage? And this is where they were strongest, in the PNP, right? Because it is the Labourite vote that gave them the victory in 2024. It's not PNP. Right, JLP have solid base in the constituency. So if they could have beat Hills when he was in the PNP, why they never do it when they were given the opportunity? But now you see them come over with the same type of behavior, same type of attitude, same type of disruption, trying to divide the constituency for the Jamaica Labour Party. It begs to wonder if them really come over here to just mash up JLP, so them can try regain back the seats for the PNP. So a lot of these thoughts are running through my head, because really and truly, even in purview of when the election is due, it doesn't make no sense persons even try to come and say they want to challenge anyone for any seat right now. Because just outside the window, how is that going to benefit the party when people vex over what other people say? We know the political game going on. We're not new to it. So listeners, I'm just saying that as the chairman for the constituency, it is a tough constituency. We had 2 years of COVID, or I say 2.5 years of COVID.
Let me interject. You are the MP for the constituency. Me know why you talk, but you're not chairman. Are you the people?
No, we have to remember, yes, me are the MP, but remember, me are still the chairman for the constituency, and will continue to remain the chairman after.
Right.
So I am saying to you, as the chairman, because remember, me hold 2 portfolio, So may I tell you, in both capacity, we are pushing ahead to ensure we deliver for the people, because I am telling you, for the achievements, I have an achievement file that I can share. The stuff that we have done, even the same men never cross over, before they cross over, they were telling us, boy, MP I do more than what we come used to do. So there was a clear acknowledgement of the work being done. So them can't come argue with me power. None at all. So it then begs to say what then is the motive for them to come and want to pose a challenge to a sitting member of parliament who has been working. So all of these questions must be answered, and it must be answered in clear view of the public because it's being played out in front of the public.
Yes, but MP Wilson, I believe that they have been, as you said, you were working with the people, and they have been planning this for a long time, because they have even created a page and account here on TikTok, using it to spread nothing but rumors about you. So a lot of persons, because like 2 weeks ago, I was in a conversation, and I had a very bad argument with someone who I'm very close with, because this person buy into the entire propaganda that you are down there not doing nothing, and that is the secretariat don't want you. This is why, and they are saying that James and Miles could not be standing up against you if they did not have the support of the secretariat. And I was saying to them, yes, the secretariat might also be misled, because these people I hear, I don't know if it is true, now that you are here, you can confirm it, that they have been sending a lot of false news and reports to Belmont Road.
Yes, and I mean, the subversion is just disgusting. The type of underhanded underbelly. I mean, the politics can get nasty, we all know, but then you just come a Labour Party and carry the same dirty something where PNP they have come over here and they try this the other side or it don't make no sense. They not come and relax and say, all right, we try to work with the MP, right? And if you even just think logically how this thing works. If them say, all right, the MP needs to do some work here, so why they not come and help? Why they not come and tear down? It's just to show you the type of personality that these individuals have.
Morning, MP. Sorry, excuse me. Morning.
Yes, morning.
Me get from good source down there. What then down there do I make video? They not help. When you say what they not come and help, they not come and help, because they down there make video, MP, and I create propaganda as Kizzy say, and I put up and I say you're not doing nothing and you get money if you do this and you're not doing that. Darling, down there do undermine and sabotage you. They not come for help. They come to take over the seat. And that is the reason why before the local government election, Kizzy, when they tell the secretariat saying down their work and they're ready for election and can't win, when the bell ring, the whole of them losing division because they not do no work. Then down there care false news and I mislead the secretariat. I can't believe that Dr. Chang should I run them and tell him, say, look here, let the sitting MP stay, because we can win with him, and if we lose with him, we lose with him. Because that is not according to Dr. Chang, Mr. Wilson, that's a PNP seat and it is going back to the PNP. So why don't I left you alone then?
Well, that's why I said there's a lot of unanswered questions, The reality, I can't answer that for you. You'd have to direct that at the person and we make them comments there. But where we stand is that it is evident that these men have been working to destabilize the seat, while I have been working to maintain the seat. It is obviously clear to everyone. And I wasn't even aware, no, I learned about this TikTok page. I never know so they have TikTok page. I spread this information.
It's a TikTok page and it has I don't follow it or anything like that, because at first I wasn't paying it any attention either. To be very honest with you, MP Wilson, because I know what is happening down there. I know that you have an active team. I know that you have people down there who fully support you. So I did not expect that it would come to this. I really did not expect that it would come to this. I was shocked. I know of the undermining. I even hear about the meeting that was planned recently that you did not know about, and so-called members of your team who were not members of your team. So some of us know what is happening down there, but I really and truly did not know that it would come this far, right? And to know now that is James is being named as the person who is going to run off against you. It is disgusting. And as a foundation laborite, me no find that cute. I don't find it cute at all. It is a very nasty precedent, and I cannot understand how anybody would feel so this all right and it okay. James, they feel so we love them. James and Miles feel so we Foundation Liberate love them. We tolerate them because them cross the floor and politics so it go. You're not obligated if you do the right thing. But oh, you come undermine a Foundation Liberate and think so we Foundation Liberate are go feel cute and nice about it. When they were sitting on the opposition, when they were sitting with their party, when them party didn't have power, quietly, when Wickham McNeil wasn't doing anything down there, if there were such good men who wanted to support, to work for the people, why didn't they come out then and challenge Wickham? Why is you who fight and win that seat down there now them have strength for me no like it? And just like how Mr. the PNP evil for what they do to Craig Watts, for what they do to Lawrence Rowe, I could not sit here in good conscience and think say because I'm a party me I go hush. What they did to Chin was wrong, and no what they're doing to you is wrong.
Is wrong. It is wrong.
Yeah, there's a clear way of operating, and I'm saying that these crossovers, we would have expected them to come in and settle down and work with how the Labour Party operates, you know. But 1 year after they have won, they want to mount a challenge, and it's just, as I said, it's just disgusting. The underbelly, the type of undermining, and it's just something that we don't tolerate, and it's very distasteful, as I say. And for Foundation Labour Rights, who remember when they were over the other side, you know, they used to treat Labour Rights bad, you know, man. I had to, in the local government election, walk lane and miles for them because people said, boy, Mr. Wilson, you know, so me did ask them for something when they do over so and they do this and they do that. And if they are truthful, they would tell them, me call them and tell them. They say, boss, you have to win the election, you know, and when they dip on the other side, yeah, they treat the Labour Rights them bad, you know. So enough of them never vote. Enough of the Labour Rights them never want to come out. And I have to go and beg and say, you listen, man, I Labour, do it for the party, do it for me. And when I go around and beg vote for them, go house to house. Even in one case, I had a meeting in Alma because the community say, yo, you're not with that man there, you know, because I feel place. We win Alma, lanes or miles. And when we go down there, people say, oh, you're not with them on PNP, you know, whether they cross over or not. I mean, I have to go over there, go beg them and beseech them to come out to vote. So when we see this type of behavior, I not think the man them after they say all the work we have put in to come and do them type of disgusting something. Man. Don't challenge me say I see it.
Boy, I have no words. I have really no words. And it is a bad reflection on the Jamaica Labour Party and a bad reflection on Dr. Wheatley and on Dr. Chang and all those who sit at that table and make this decision. It don't look good. It don't look good. There is no way you just cross the floor and you needed help to win back the dividends that you have, right? And then now you are here talking about you are challenging a sitting MP who win a seat with over 30 of the years the PNP had, that they were sitting on the other side comfortably with. And there has been several reports, MP Wilson, from you win that seat down there, you don't get no peace. These people, them not allow you to do your work. Always undermining. It is a fact. It is documented. The reports are there. So them join up. So these people now join up with them, and the people who come over across with them now claim them a labor right. These people did not vote for you. How should they come now to come and talk about them or remove you?
Right.
This makes sense.
And Kizzy, excuse me, MP, and Kizzy, me the business who want a comment section and talk about money run politics and politics are blood sport. Me tell you something. No political party can win election without them grassroots.
Without them BS.
party cannot win without them BS. So no continue to talk about money run election and politics and blood sport. If the Jamaica Labour Party BS don't turn up on the grassroots and the poor and the walk up and down and the people who not have no power, don't come out election man and vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Jamaica Labour Party cannot win. So no continue to talk about money this and money that. When we can't run the risk and make it look like so we don't care about grassroots labor right and labor right don't have no opinion. And of course, don't get me wrong, me feel like grassroots labor right down there join with the PNP to say they want to move Morland because of money. I know that. But we point to me and Kizzy are trying to make, there should not be any avenue or no vacancy or no nothing to make it reach so far. Dr. Chang and Belmont Road should have shut it down from early and say, listen, this is a PNP seat. It's hard to win, COVID, and we understand the situation. He need 2 terms, and we're going to give him a next chance to go. And if him lose, fine, we can start over. But it cannot be a situation where the man go and spend 2 years and not go move the man talk about it now do good. That is unfair, and it does not look good. And grassroots labor right is looking, and it is not a good look. I mean, nah, stop say so. I don't care what we want to talk about money this and money that.
But it take more than money. Munchie me a labor right from me a little pitney. And me never get a cent. All 30 of the years of my life, me live under PNP. And me never waver. Me never change my shirt. Every chance, all me know so we couldn't win, me go vote for my party because that is love and that is loyalty and that is belief. And you can't put a price on that. You cannot put a price on that. MP Wilson, me here on another live just now. Somebody who is obviously supporting James, talking about how you have 2 phone numbers and when people call you, you don't answer, and you remove parliamentary sticker and gone in another car and hide from them. What do you say about these rumors?
That is absolute rubbish. And as I said to you, they will come with everything now, That is absolute rubbish. First thing, and it's a weak lie. Let me tell you why. It's a weak lie because from I won in 2020, I set up what I call the Constituency Day or Office Day. So every Thursday, I am at the Constituency office. I'm accessible to everyone. Bar or when we have a minister visit on a Thursday or the Prime Minister passing through on a Thursday, where I'll be obviously with that tour or if they're in the parish. But every Thursday, I am at the Constituency office. Everyone knows this. So they can only spread those lies to people in social media land because they don't know the constituency. But persons in Westmoreland Western would have known that if you want to see the MP, you go in office on a Thursday. And that is standard. And even this Thursday gone, I have people coming there every single Thursday. They even come on a Friday. So if persons want to access me, they have that. On the issue of phone, there is 2 phone numbers. One is the constituency office number and one is my number. I have 1 phone, not 2. 1 single phone. And that is why even on this live that I'm on, it keeps chipping out because persons keep calling and they chip out the phone. So it's not that I have 2 phones where they can call another number. It's 1 number. Right? For all those who know me, 1 number you get me on. So all the persons who are called now, as I told you, was chipping out the live. I'll have to call them back as soon as I get off and finish this church service, this funeral service with our indoor. So both of those are very weak lies because persons who are in the constituency will know say nothing got up. All right, so they can come and they'll come with other things. And as you said, they have been doing this for some time, so they will come up with all sorts of rumors and try to discredit the work that we have been doing in the constituency. I have done a lot in this constituency since 2020.
Well, MP Wilson, I remember the last time you were on a live with us, and a lady named Rockstone Labor Right, she came into the box and she said to you, I don't know if you're going to remember, but I'm going to try drag your memory. She said, Morland, you have to open your mouth and talk and go on like you're afraid of them down there. And all of us was saying, come on, you can't say that. She was basically saying, you're too soft. You remember?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, man, and you even answered to her, and all of us was saying, come on, you don't say that to the MP. But guess what happened? These people, they think that because you are not boisterous, you're not vulgar, you know, do cuss and baga, like them, they sit down there and they were gently undermining you. You know what else, MP Wilson? And I've been saying this to labor rights who will listen since January when I was down in Jamaica there. I observed something and I listened to these ladies on YouTube who talk about the PNP and what the risers did. What they did, they were within their own party undermining Peter Phillips as leader, right? When they were in East Portland 2019 to campaign for Damien, they were not campaigning for Damien, they were drumming up support for themselves to challenge Peter Phillips. And this is how they now control the party. These PNP people will rise. And it's the same tactic. And I've been telling labor rights, this is the same tactic the PNP is using now. So I know everybody want to see in a green shirt. No, check out their history. Ask them certain questions because all of them are not genuine people. A lot of them are over here now to undermine us, to infiltrate us, to sit among us. And then when we least expect it, right? Then the dagger come out. Because obviously this is the same thing that is being done to you. What they did within their own party. Right? The same thing they come across.
Agreed.
You are there working with them, things that them genuinely there for love a country and because they want to serve. No, they don't want to serve. They want power. They come to undermine you from within. And our party have fall feet. And some of our people have fall for it because they are weak. And it is really upsetting. That was what the risers did. And then you have a split in the PNP. Till today, them say them a leader. The same thing them a do down at Westmoreland. What
Yes,
can we do?
I agree. And that's why I said earlier that the only person can benefit from such action right now are the opposition. Right? The only person can benefit. Because if you band together, and I said it even at my constituency conference recently, a united Jamaica Labour Party is undefeatable. Nobody, no political organization can come against the Jamaica Labour Party once they unite. We have enough talent, we have enough skill, we have enough people with experience, we have enough people with doctoral studies. Every walk and feel of life the Jamaica Labour Party touch and reach. And you see, once we united and we decide that we are take on the government, the PNP have no chance. And what has been happening is that a small fragmentation, and you mentioned it earlier, and right now it's in Westmoreland, where you're separating, putting in challenges. If they had said to the men, listen me, make we work together because we have a seat to win. But no, you know, work together with nobody. You try to divide it. And that's why I said earlier, what sense does it make? If you see an issue, assuming that your issue is genuine, if they see an issue, why they not say, all right, team, we have an issue over here, so make the three man and go work together. Caretaker, make we work with the MP. Because that's the way of winning any seat, How we won in 2020, is a combination of unity, working with everyone who is there, pulling in more people, and of course, the Labour Party was on the swing. So we take home the seat and we take it home comfortable. I don't like we win it with no diminishing margin, I added 1,000 more votes to the Labour Party stock in Westmoreland Western. Go check the numbers. Go and check the numbers. And this is without these two men who come across. They were in full flight. In fact, I think Ian Miles was the campaign manager for Wickham. They were in full flight against us in 2020, right? Spending money. I can't forget it. They had shirts where they give everybody 6 shirts. They were out in the field and they went up and we destroyed them. And when I said we destroyed, it's not no little margin. We win by over 1,000. So we added to the stock in Westmoreland Western. So it's not like we win and we say, boy, because the PNP, they not come out and rubbish. We win with 1,000 more than what the Labour right get, which means we
the people in Macau, MP.
for voting stock. So we are in a very good position. The seat, we're going to win. Making it more difficult for us to take back the seat when they introduce disunity 3-4 months out of a general election. Much, much more difficult. As people are going to be upset.
MP, I
So,
know your
Kizzy,
team. All right, Plank, you have the floor. Talk.
good evening, MP, and good afternoon. When is the
Afternoon, afternoon.
when is the runoff? Tomorrow?
Next week, Sunday.
Next
Oh,
week,
next
son.
week, Sunday. So you have some work for the man.
We have work to do. So, you know, me
Yeah, you
not
have
stay no
some.
longer on the live. I'm going to jump
Yeah,
off,
you
finish
have
up with
some. Yeah, you
the
have some
work.
work for the.
MP Wilson, you know what? Let me thank you so much for coming, because persons are saying I am not from the seat, so me no this, me no that, me no re. I am happy you came here for yourself, not even your delegates, but you yourself come here and explain, so everybody here, right? That means there's not no conspiracy, and no becoming a live down at the seat. That no mean me information not accurate, right? I know your team, and I know your team will put in the work. The only thing I can say, please don't make them cook up no list give and give you a delegate we are not yours. Any delegate we are not yours, challenge it. And don't be afraid. I am saying this to you today, MP Wilson, because I know a lot of us are party people, and we don't like to challenge our own party. But guess what? There are rules and there's laws and there's a constitution, right? Don't be afraid to challenge your own party. Because there are persons in the party where do whole heap of foolishness, and them did a sit down today, right? And you have done nothing wrong. Nothing. So don't let them undermine you and do it and get away. Make them know, say you're there to serve the people. You are duly elected. And them not have nothing against you for use for no challenge. It is wrong. So you try your best. Make the party know, say. If you come to it, you will go to the furthest step, because you have rights too. And that's all me I say. So I know your team will be on the ground and getting the work done. I will know next week Sunday, when the vote done, I know you will be standing, and no crossover PNP just be careful of the underminers. Just be careful you not trust the wrong people down there. That's all me can say.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the encouraging words. And I want to say, team, thank you as well for inviting me to the blog. I'm going to head back in the church. But again, continue to do the good work. We must win the third term. We must maintain Andrew Holness as our Prime Minister. Is the best government this country has seen since independence. We are all strong Labourites, and we have to maintain it. The opposition has no plan, no option, no budget, nothing for us more than hardship. So even though we are going through this, I want the Labourites here to continue to do the work and spread the word. You know, so when we have things in-house, sometimes it's not going the way we want it to go. But let me tell you this, we are Labourites. And we will always be a Labourite, because Labourite is the best organization to run this country. And faith have it, God is with us. We will win on Sunday, and we'll continue to mend the fences and take home the Westmoreland Western seat for the Jamaica Labour Party when election calls. So thank you all, and God bless.
And remember this, MP. Your enemy can't hurt you, yeah?
That is true.
Your enemy can't hurt you, your friend.
That is true.
Remember that.
All right, God bless.
All right.
Blessings,
Big up
MP.
yourself.
Pick up yourself, Mr. Wilson.
So see then now, when me just start talking, have people can tell me Ray and I can write foolishness. Me know what me know. And thank God the MP himself can set it straight. That means to say no misunderstanding no in it. So when you hear people attack, no make nobody come tell you no foolishness. Me can't tell you no this about me. One thing with me, I gotta be very honest with you. No, I will not. Nobody can buy me out, and nobody can call no one side and give me no drinks money or no drinks for me come here and tell no lie pan no labor right or pan nobody where I work. If James and Miles did have good intention from get go, you would not have no problem down there. Who you wanna come from?
Kizzy, we don't do morning plan. Kizzy, We no business if they want to say we don't come from down there. The facts are the facts and they can't challenge we on that. From the day Ian, Miles and James come over that constituency, me never happy, me never want them, me never like them, and my sister didn't come for make problem. You know why? Because they were friends with Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell when they were undermining Peter Phillips. They were part of the Rice team. They only fall out with Peter Bunting and Dave Dayton and Mark when they couldn't get them seat when they did want down there. That is the thing. So then people are already not have good intention, and then people are not country people, and the people are party people and opportunists. So for the day they cross the floor and put on the green shirt, me never want them in it. So when we could attack until the dead say me and kids not come from down there, we don't care. At the end of the day, when the election is called, we have a same vote like what we have a same vote. We don't continue down there.
Munchie, you can chat because we not staying in our seat. We go all about the campaign for every labor.
Exactly.
So we have chat anywhere we go. Because we never have, you think you'd have to dip on YouTube at night time?
Exactly.
Kizzy and Munchie.
Yes,
Uno is a Jamaican, and we uno have rights to go any parish.
Detour.
Right? Uno are a born Jamaican. Uno have any right to go in any parish, go sit down and talk, because we are Jamaican. And anyway, you vote, you say it's a labor right, you're supposed to can go there, go jump up for your labor right. Why these Judas coming to take over? Where them come from? And who them the labor right into
licky who them the labor right?
Who them the labor right? They have powers. The same thing them do Edward Siaga. The same thing them do Edward Siaga. The same thing them want to do Andrew Holness again. It's the same thing what happened to Edward Siaga in 1989. And then coming back with it again.
Same reason why we in opposition for 18.5 years.
Right?
It's
the same thing them do. Dr. Chang should know about it. Because Dr. Chang in our party long time.
To come to the do this thing to the Prime Minister.
Right? Why they want PMP to come back again, come destroy the country? Them not like progress.
All right, guys.
Labor, the little labor right we have, we not like progress.
Outlaw, we calm it down. You see, all we need to happen is that the people them were on the ground down there, they need to just go down there and go show them support behind the MP. I mean, the MP say him go around and help the councillors them during the local government election.
But what right these people will cross the floor?
Hold on, make you finish. Make Petal finish.
So I'm saying, him go out and him go help the councillors them campaign. Who win, who not successful, he supported them as he said a while ago, right? And if them true to themselves, them and the delegates them, they would have seen the work that the MP put in and know so that them for sure then support behind him. That's all me have to say.
True to itself, people, when they come vicious and bad mind and want the band position. When a person, let me tell you something, when a person wants your position in a life, no care what you're doing, no good. When no see your Mark Golding can and them can be able towards the Prime Minister. No care what Prime Minister do, they find a fault. At the same thing with them people because they guess what? They're in a politics a long time and they sit down like boy and Wickham McNeil. But because Morland no stay like Wickham McNeil and them, then things that they can come do him anything and get away.
Exactly, Kizzy. Look like the Petal now listen, Kizzy.
Petal
now
it is a long fast.
I saw Petal time. Sometimes you see Petal with the Petal have some little friend to when they behind the scenes where I tell Petal something, you know, Petal now go bally out.
Look like Petal listen, Kizzy. So you see buy the PNP, they don't get buy the seat and buy out the labor right there.
Petal is wrong. It's wrong. You can't challenge sitting MP.
No,
you cannot.
Me just said not. Just making
Petal and money are run down there so now. And the
Petal,
PNP then don't
because all
spend money and buy out the labor right them down
they
here.
say Siloni, madman, and Siloni have the right. We are the money labor right. That's only got dirty $5,000 PMP.
Yeah.
That's only got $5,000 PMP down there.
That's why that's why the constituency is so stagnant. Because Mr. McNeil down there for 40 years and did nothing. And every time he come around to election, he come give them all money and God left them. All of them are buy out.
Guys, me I think say, don't whatever did happen, this sounding and something did go on already and everything.
Right, and that is why I said Dr. Chang needs to go take a
because Petal, sorry, Nax girl, oh God, me I cut you. Because Petal, then get a team of delegates now and they write a letter and convince Dr. Chang say them have the same thing they do with Mr. Manron so. Convince Mr. Dr. Chang say they have the delegates now because the PNP now buy out the delegates them down there. It's not about work, you know, business about work. Because if then the business about work, Nax girl, become lazy McNeil, only down there for 40 years and not do nothing. So not work on
and that's why Dr. Chang is at fault. Because Dr. Chang sent Venetia down there. When it just start in Saint Venetia,
I know Dr. Chang sent Venetia down there, but me can't. No, Dr. Chang.
No, but whoever from Belmont Road sent her down there to go find out what is happening. She brought back a report. She came back and she said the MP is in good standing. The candidates and the constituents are happy with his representation and they are sticking with him. Why are we back to this now?
Handling communication and canvases.
Listen.
For the Morland Wednesday campaign.
Listen to it. This was what Venetia said after the sounding. Listen good.
Okay.
Let me do a refresher for now.
Today was just a part of the party's process to engage the base of the constituency as they will do across constituencies. So Westmoreland Western workers, such as the PD captains, the indoors, the outdoors, the cluster managers, they got an opportunity through a consultative process regarded as the yes-no, where you're asked a single question: are you prepared to continue to support Morland Wilson to be your member of parliament? So essentially, you have the opportunity to say yes, to say no. And the workers today showed up for Morland. Of course, it is not a moment, to gloat, but it is also, based on the numbers, instructive that our base is saying, MP, pull your socks up. But we're aware of what the issues are, and MP is committed to dealing with those issues. So on the indicative vote, Morland Windsor enjoys the support of the base. Remember, these workers represent the voices in their respective divisions. An excellent process, by the way, being utilized by the Jamaica Labour Party. This basically trumps any poll that you can get. This is a real-time sounding. This is what the party needs, not some fake poll somewhere else. This is how you engage with their base to know what the issues are. So that's what it was. It wasn't an election. There was no challenge. It was simply an engagement of the base through a yes-no consultative process.
Can you tell me some of the issues that the MPs are aware of?
The ones you carry in the media all the time, like the pain points in terms of roads, which our Prime Minister has ably addressed. And that is why, of course, the Spark and Reach programs are in implementation mode. And so already we have started to experience the Reach in Westmoreland. So you've seen patching taking place in the Grill and in Friendship and other parts of the constituency, and that will continue. The areas designated for Spark, we are just awaiting implementation. And so, of course, very, very soon, the residents of Westmoreland Western, after 30-odd years of PNP mismanagement, is going to be singing hallelujah because their roads, which is their biggest, by the way, pain point, will be addressed by this administration under MP Morland Wilson.
So the roads are bigger than the water, is it?
Can I tell you? Because they're aware of the Negril pipeline expansion program. Some persons have already started to experience, water coming through their pipes after a long time. The issues are still there because, this is a process that will take some time as it is phased in. And so they appreciate it. Yes, they're tired because they've waited for decades. But they understand that our administration is committed to ensuring that we alleviate this problem for good. And so they're willing to exercise some amount of patience. Of course, you hear the request for the black tanks, to stop the gap until. But what it requires is more engagement by our MP to ensure that our residents are kept in touch with what is happening in terms of the currency of the information so that they don't get annoyed when, they have to wait for any protracted period. in terms of water. But yeah, the roads are actually coming up as number one.
Okay. The MP. Could you just relay the mood of the MP at the moment?
Can I tell you? With Morland Wilson, what you see is what you get. He appears to be a docile character, but he isn't. Not everyone is loud, and you really don't have to be loud to be heard. Morland Wilson is actually effective. And by the way, he has not been given his roses, because remember, he created history. Because this, since 1980, I believe, is the first time that the Jamaica Labour Party has had a representative of their own in Western Westmoreland, when most of Jamaicans, and especially the PNP, said that Western Westmoreland, and Westmoreland in particular, is PNP country. Morland Wilson in 2020 spoke to Jamaica in a resounding way to say absolutely not. He stood on the shoulders of the people of Western Westmoreland. They entrusted him with their support. And today, the workers showed up to say, we are still with you, but we need the services that we've waited for over 3 decades. Just that we're happy. And it is to the work, because there's no time for complacency. It is no time for us to deepen the engagement. The MP is aware of that, and he's committed to that. Not a man of many words, he's a man of action. And that is what the people of Jamaica actually requires, and the people of Westmoreland have that in Morland Wilson.
Tell me, are you aware of any in the Western region? Are you aware of any other yes or no soundings coming up?
Actually, honestly, I don't know, because I've been working on canvases. And so, because it is not a process that is controversial, it is actually an excellent process that I support and love, because I believe, and if you know me, you know that I believe that the base must be continuously engaged. So I think that this is a wonder product of the Jamaica Labour Party that must be continued. The democratic process in divisions in this way, because if you look at how it was done, there was a station in each division. So they had the opportunity to express their voices in this kind of a way. So it is an excellent method.
So we'll be seeing more of Venetia in the West?
No, the West is about the people of Western Westmoreland, the people of Westmoreland in general. Although, by the way, I have lineage here. This is where my mother was born. My father was next door in Hanover. My grandmother, my great-grandmother. So absolutely, I do have roots here. So no, I've not strayed. Lucy, no, I'm serious. My dad is actually from Lucy, and my mom was born at Sablamar. So the family spans from Culloden, which is over in Eastern, all the way over here in Negril. So yeah, we're spread out. And I just met some new Phillips down in Negril. Like, we had a whale of a time, by the way, because we were catching up. We found out all of us are coolie and them kind of things. So yeah, I'm quite at home. So when I thought it was just my mom's family, I discovered some persons who say, hey, back up. We're over here too, but our roots are over in Hanover. So I found family.
You know, half of Hanover is related at the Bible.
It's true, you know.
So basically, listen real good. When the sounding finish, yeah? When the sounding finish, where them come from after sounding was done, and hear where Venetia said it was some pain points regarding roads and them something there, which is being addressed. Tell me now, where Morland could have do?
No, but Kizzy, that's why I'm saying it should never happen to this, because when they go back to the point.
Good day.
You scrape through Thursday.
You mean by?
You scrape through One Love. You don't be tapping on One Love.
Oh.
Boy, guys, sorry about that. Sorry about that. No request back the box. You not hear me now? You not hear me? Sorry about that, yeah, man. I did a respond to a message on Earplank and Munchie see start talk about Man U. You know about that discuss no football when you see me there upon my militant mood. Hello, Ven. Ven, could you please join the live? See everybody, I beg you for come up. MP Morland Wilson just left the live. He was here explaining a little.
Ben, please come. Ben, take a box now, please.
Ben, I am begging you, you come up, Ben, please, because some persons don't understand what's happening down there. I need a box for Venetia, guys.
You have 2 empty box there. Well, leave that, hold that one.
No, me not have 2 empty box.
Well, it just full up a while ago. Anyway, let me jump down because I'm not happy at all. I me want to tell you, say, guys, this is the same thing what happened to Edward Siaga 1989.
Outlaw, jump here. If you are jump, we beg your box. Make Ven come up, please.
Yes,
Ben,
I'm going.
He might jump out and get a box there. All right, Ven. Ven request one of them boxes. Just touch your box and let me bring you up, please. All right, there you are.
Morning, guys.
Afternoon.
Oh, yeah. You see, when you just wake, you say morning. Afternoon.
You just wake. All right,
yes,
guys.
because I was up until 5 o'clock this morning with Morland Wilson. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then we heard the news. I'm gonna put your internet not good enough. Then your internet was sort out.
Is Westmoreland internet?
Lord of mercy, PNP internet very bad.
PNP Wi-Fi. Thank you for standing with Mr. Wilson, though. Thank you for standing with Mr. Wilson.
But
definitely, he is the best candidate, and trust me, what is happening is bad. Thanks, Kiz.
Yes, so MP Wilson was with us and spent like maybe around a half an hour basically outlining what is happening down there. And I mean, we all are just so disgusted and even shocked, right, about everything. A lot of persons are saying, including myself, we are saying that is a bad precedent being set by the party, because we would have seen what happened with the challenge for South Manchester with Robert Chin, and now we are seeing the same thing happening with Morland Wilson, and we really not appreciate how Gensec is handling these matters. Mind you, we have no issues with challenges because we know that it's a part of the political process. But after the sounding, a sounding happened down there, and we thought that after the sounding, then we were on the right track going forward with MP Wilson, because everybody knows that, you know, there is some people always disgruntled. Even the best MP, everybody say my MP Anne-Marie Vaz is the best, yet still we have people up there with disgruntled same way, because they might not get them personal wishes or them road or whatever. Right? So it would have been no different for Morland. It would be the same like any other MP. Because even the prime minister, as good and bad as him is, him have disgruntled people in his constituency. I am 100% sure of it. Right? So I am wondering what is really fueling, other than the fact that it looked like James and Miles definitely crossed the floor for come undermine the seat. What is really fueling this thing down there? Because you know, as a neutral person, go down there, you have been on the ground for a while. Maybe you can give shed some light, because I think Morland wasn't paying attention and wasn't seeing that these people were stabbing him in the back. Including,
I don't think he wasn't paying attention. I think he was a good party person.
Kevin Murray and Duba. I don't remember Duba correct name now, because Duba couldn't win film division. So I don't even remember what name right now.
It's not that Morland wasn't paying attention. Morland was just being a good Labourite and a responsible MP. So when the party would have put to him that these two persons, are coming across, that he accommodated them and being on the ground, hearing from the Labourites. Some of the Labourites said, Mr. Wilson, we warned you that we didn't want them and you beg us to vote for them. So they won their divisions because Morland Wilson actually beseeched Labourites to take them and to trust them. I'm disappointed in my two colleagues because, let me tell you, coming from the PNP, they would understand how this, don't hide behind a democracy, how this can break a seat. And you cannot convince me otherwise, and I know I'm not breaching party protocol by saying that their intentions are definitely not good. You can get voice notes that Kevin Murray named himself in the voice notes and they're out there, where he basically said that James told him that he's being forced or pushed to do this, which is a lie too, because we have similar voice notes of him basically saying he didn't want to run off because he was promised the seat. So, but these are things that are unfortunate, but it's the cut and thrust of the politics. But Morland, more substantially, Morland would have done what many thought was impossible, including myself. Because Westmoreland, and this one in particular with Wickham McNeil, was thought to be, because of Norman Manley's association with the seat, the bastion of the PNP. This is the pride of the PNP now, And so the truth be told is that you see, I have seen with my own two eyes, a PNP contractor present at a JLP gathering to discuss this issue with Morland. And I asked the question when somebody asked me if I knew the man, what was he doing there? I can call him name because I saw him there. I saw Melbourne Garden there. I know Melbourne Garden to be a comrade. Very good comrade who not even Jesus will change. But him very much involved in this. So you have to be suspicious. And I'm sorry if I'm going to get into trouble. I'm very fine being just a supporter. But I think it is wrong what is happening because Morland won the sounding. So they say there was a poll. Share the poll. Because our understanding is that Morland was ahead in that very poll of even James. So if he's ahead, why go into a runoff? Not a problem. But the truth be told is, in that sounding, you say you spoke to Morland, when they did the yes-no vote in January, Morland won it. Do you know Morland had no role in the yes-no? He was told he could not mobilize, and he did not provide, the councillors and the caretakers, the very ones you see ganging upon him, were the ones who were allowed to mobilize. They were the ones who also helped to vet the list, although they say it's a list that Morland sent. I'm his campaign manager in this. So this is my standing to speak to you. I'm not going to try to breach party principles. I understand democracy, but it is hurting a seat that this young man has fought so hard to make history with and has done. It's wrong. Labourites, it's wrong. And these guys don't have no good intention. I mean, tell you the truth because you hear it. When you go to people from day one, they tell you when you're canvassing them that Miles and James tell them don't trust Morland and them they just come over here. And they were telling to them they already sow them seed and they never worked with him one day. Both of them closed their office, their councillor offices when they won. And they have never worked with Morland Windsor for a day since they came across. What kind of nonsense is that? Not even for a day. And you can canvass every single Labourite down here. The people don't like it, but they're confused because they're being told that this is what party wants. And I don't believe that.
Venetia?
Lisa.
Miss Phillips?
Nah, Kizzy.
1 minute, the genuine one. 1 minute, guys. It is 1 minute. But I want to say this. If it's not last week, it's 2 weeks ago, I was in a private group. And I said the very same thing. I said to them that this undermining is not coming from party. But them tell me point blank, say if party never sanction it, Miles and James couldn't be doing it. So you have a lot of persons out here who are very angry with Dr. Chang and Wheatley because persons are telling me that they have been seen with Dr. Wheatley with James, right? And saying that, and the narrative on the road is that they are giving their support to James. So a lot of persons within the party is definitely saying that and believing that it is coming from
PNP, Kizzy. Me come from PNP and on your live, because lives are shared. Let me just say it. You're not more Labourite than me. Me's a Labourite. Me not a crossover. Me's a Labourite. So me have a Labourite position. And I've said to these guys already, look here now. If only they just vex with the PNP and come, I came not on a transaction, but by conviction. I believed in what Andrew Holness was doing. I believed the JLP is the vehicle, and that's why I'm here. Nobody couldn't pay me for come here. Nobody couldn't offer me a position for come here. You understand me? Because that's
when you
decision that I took.
Yes, and you know, I met you when you were fully geared in PNP colors.
Of course.
And even then, we connected and clicked, and I knew. I swear, every time I always tell people, I said, if Venetia crossed the floor, it is 100% genuine, because when she was on the other side, she was genuinely there. You were not one of them who come at East Portland who did a try undermine. You never rise. So I know genuinely that you were there wholeheartedly, and when you come across, you took your time, you made your case, and you know come across pan no whim like the rest. So I know you are genuine.
PNP in a JLP business in a one way will hurt my belly. Because you see, if I was in the PNP, this is how I would have been defending the PNP. Right? So you see me, I'm 100,000% labor right now. Do not expect concession from me, or do not expect me to put my mouth on ground, because it's not going to work.
Correct.
You understand? Them guys, and I don't care how they feel about this. It is wrong, and them know so them not have no good intention. Kizzy, you don't come moments before an election and do something like this. You are trying to mash up the seat to give PNP advantage.
Right. 100% correct. Casco, should you jump off of the live? Wanna share the live to her? Maybe she'll get busy.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Venetia, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
So you sit and talk to Dr. Chang about this?
No, I've not had it. Well, I don't have a standing. No, I'm Morland's campaign manager. I don't even know the extent. I have to look at the party's rules, because remember, I'm learning those as I go, right? Because how I came in, you know, it was last year, August, Morland asked me to do some canvas in his seat, right? At that time, by the way, and that's why I said Kizzy's not that he wasn't paying attention. He would have shared with me that he heard the rumors. But at the end of the day, if the party say them coming over, him have a duty as the MP to, you know, accommodate. And he opened up his arms and his heart to them. And he was struggling to connect with them. And he asked for my help. And I went in and I was doing the canvas. When I did the canvas, Kizzy, he was in a good way. I shared what I learned in the canvas with persons in the secretariat. I did that in Kingston to say, hey, Morland can actually create second history. Him needs some road and some areas need some water. And you know the usual welfare issues, to be honest with you, it's not that it's not important, but I didn't belabor it, because every seat have that, you're not going to have enough to get everybody what they want. Let me tell you that no politician will. So when I hear the cries about, me beg him one tank and he not give me, but I still want PMP with one. I say, well, remember, the MP still have to be balanced. And you know how long me wait for this package? Me say the resources. I try to explain even as I canvas, but I take the people's honest feedback, because that's the only way to help. And I went and I sat and discussed this canvas with him. I brought people from Papine Division, so it was not his people, so he couldn't color the canvas. And I got nothing more than anxiety from the people. Morland is too hard. In take a crossover them over here. I say, remember me a crossover too. You know, you have to do that with them.
Yes, of course.
And let me tell you that now work with him. Then so people started to give that feedback from in the canvas. Morland had this from last year before conference. And he tried to meet with them. And if they're honest, they will speak the truth. Right? And they never, ever, ever cooperated. They never did. And so if they came over here genuinely, if James come over, you think James could have left JLP and go in a PNP and do what am I doing a JLP? Are you mad?
No, him couldn't do it. And that is why I am saying, how is our secretariat, how are they accepting and allowing this? Could never do it.
Talking about democracy? Come on.
Look what happened. Look what happened to Dennis Meadows. Dennis Meadows blunder once. And from Mark Golden and Dashiman, you don't even hear him. That Dennis Meadows, they are threatening to commit suicide.
Me don't know about that part there.
Yes, it was in the news. I said it himself.
Lord Jesus.
Dennis Meadows said it himself. It was in the news. In the man know if he do it himself.
Let me tell you what I can speak about openly. And you see me, one thing I can tell them, me not tell lie upon none of them. I remember walking in Paul Island with Morland right after Raphael. giving out the welfare packages to the persons who were affected by the floods. Miles joined us on that walk. And I witnessed with my own 2 eyes, right on the walk in front of Morland, and Morland now see it, come and talk to the people. Miles stand up there. Basically,
Which
bad
hurricane
Morland
was
to the
it?
people.
Which hurricane was it?
Paul Island. Raphael, November.
It's not Raphael. Oh,
Our
Raphael?
name.
November.
Yes.
Beryl.
No, Beryl was July.
Oh,
Beryl was July. Remember, so we'd have a tropical storm.
Raphael.
Raphael, yes.
Remember, me not there.
Yes.
No, we take time with me.
Yes.
Phillips, you think the party don't trust the seat? So they don't care what happened?
I think it's a bad approach, but if they don't trust it because it has been with the PNP for over 40 years, that's all the reason to support Morland. Because let me tell you, the biggest pain point, and Kizzy, later on, I'm going to share with you just how to check the numbers for a 10-year cycle, which is what I sat down with Morland and did. Yes, PNP, if you not listen, I'm not going to train me. I'm Michael Banley and Portia, so I can vex if you don't want. Me sit down and take Morland 10 years back, 10 election cycles back. And I showed him the trajectory. If the Labour Party was paying attention to this particular seat long time, they would have won it a long time ago. So trust Morland's instinct and trust the people of Western Westmoreland. Top mash up his seat. Morland can win the seat. That is what Ian Hills is not on the ground. Every minute you see him do one drive through on Sunday and go cook on one corner because this is how the PNP has treated this seat. Then believe that Westmoreland Western can be satisfied by $5,000 and rum and feel good. And that's the same approach James take, by the way. Last night we got phone calls with people getting case of water, case of drinks. May I tell you, anything I'm telling you I can prove. Case of water, case of drinks. The people who went to that meeting, the feedback came out of it about getting $5,000 of petrol and them kind of something. Listen to me, you don't need to do that in an internal race because that means you don't plan to win the general election because you will not be able to sustain that.
Hey, Plank, stop interrupting the people. I'm upset because Venetia was about to tell us what happened on the walk when Morland wasn't paying attention.
Okay, about people. I have a question for you.
Hold on the Plank, write down your question.
Venetia, go back to the walk.
If you hear what happened on the walk, please, guys.
I talk to you, Plank, protecting Jem. Why hear Venetia voice?
What happened on the walk, Ben?
Yeah, we went on the walk in a place called Paul Island. And when we were passing through Paul Island, giving out the packages in November, in Raphael time, Miles joined us there. And let me just tell you something. You see, like Morland would stop and talk to you.
Oh, Lord, somebody a Calvin. What Calvin?
And say, see, I see the damage you get and give it space. You hearing me?
No, the internet. Your internet did chip just now. You said yes, the signal kind of bad, Ben. You said when he's on the walk, like he stop and talking to me.
Yeah, man. For each person, so like him stop and talk to you. As Morland move off, Miles would say, "No, listen to him now. No, listen to what he have to say." You understand? No, listen to him. That's not what he have to say. I mean, you know. And then when I checked it, this was one of the PNP's strong areas. And that's why he was doing what he was doing, because the people them know him, right? So it was a strong, but listen to me, Kizzy. The canvas is now showing in Paul Island, and this is what is disturbing them. Go back to Ian Hill's page, look at his Paul Island tour. That is supposed to be one of the PNP's biggest area. And let me give you the joke. They are panicking now because Paul Island is now in the middle. Morland Wilson has endeared himself to those people. And I remember in November, and I told Morland the same night, so you can call him back. Something happened. Keep it to your chest, but I want you to observe because I don't live here with you. When you go to Paul Island, please do not go with Miles. I said that to Morland, and I'm saying it on your live so you can go back to Miles. Okay?
May I ask a question now? What is the criteria for runoff? Because I'm seeing this runoff too quickly, and I'm wondering if they need to revise the criteria. Because for me, if someone switch from one political party over to the JLP, there must be some timeline in which you can challenge. Right? I don't believe you.
Yes.
That's one. Yeah.
Yes. But they have not worked with him. They are his counselors. And they don't work with him. They don't work with him at all. As a matter of fact, the secretary for the constituency would have got into it with James, who she told him to his face, I have you on record saying that you have not been on the ground. So I have the record. And so he has not been on the ground because he was waiting on the seat because according to him, that's his arrangement, you know. And it's very wrong because you don't try to break up a seat. And you know what happened? It hurt the PNP, them, you know. This particular seat. Why does it hurt PNP so bad? As I've said to you, it has history with Norman Manley. The parish itself is a pain point for PJ Patterson because, remember, Patterson was down here, Westmoreland, and I don't think JLP paid attention, you know.
Somebody call her. What may I tell you now? You see? Thank you, Jesus. I know Kizzy a chat too much. I know Kizzy a make problem. I know Kizzy when no know. Me know. Anything me not come to with baga nor mix up.
Boy, you chat to your people, them now, I panel and tell them for love me.
Plank, I know that man can be the one here too. When they interject.
Then you're not here. Then you're not here. You're not here.
If you don't know about it, you're tapping nice. You don't live in Jamaica.
I'm so disgusting sometimes.
Plank, you don't know when hurricane blow your axe.
Plank, what?
Me not even remember how Raphael.
Yo, Plank.
Me not remember how Raphael.
Yeah, throw the woman off.
Plank.
I don't love mix up too much too.
Plank. Plank, boy.
What am security minister? What am my boy?
Put in the soda in your mouth, yeah, well, baby.
Me a man voice, you know. Me know who that talk to me.
Mr. Bracy, we are Portland. Watch it, then call her Venetia for the live. But Venetia, we soon come back.
Come back, man.
Mr. Bracy, we are Portland. We live with comrade for years. We know them tan. We know them.
Oh, yes. You think you comrade there easy? You think you comrade there easy?
You see, Alice, you know, you see what them say, our money run politics, and politics are blood sport. And that's why PNP, they are Portland for so much years, you know, because them pay the people, they have them strategical people with them pay, and them the people that spread the influence.
Yes,
and the
after them do it.
thing going on Westmoreland.
Undermine. But let me ask Abdul if he would like to speak, because if he want, this is somebody with there with Morland, and we help Morland winning at 20. I know that his internet might be bad because he's traveling, but if you know like Abdul, you want to?
I'm at the office. We just reached the office.
Oh, you reach office now. All right, so you have good internet. Welcome to the live. Please talk up the things them. Because you did it from day one. You know all of the work we put in.
Yeah, man. Good evening, everybody.
Blessings.
Whatever. Oh, that sound like a balisa. Everything where Venetia said, I chose. Yeah. From those two guys crossover, I was present at the meeting at Green Island High School. Right? And the deal was one want to be MP and one must be mayor. I was there at the meeting. Right? And from that meeting, I said to Morland, listen to me. James said he want to be MP. Miles said he want to be mayor. You get me? So Morland know about this from the get-go. But as Venetia said, Morland take them in and say, you know, he's an MP for everybody. And see it there now? See it there? See it there? Right now, the people them down here confused because they have a set of people going around that tell the people them say, Morland is out. What kind of nonsense that? Eh? The man is still a member of parliament. Right? And they have a set of people that go around. A matter of fact, James have a set of people that go around and I tell the people them say Morland is out and they must vote for him. Because there's supposed to be an exercise Sunday. Sunday coming, they're gonna have a runoff delegate votes, right? You don't do that. You don't do that. Right? That is a straight undermining for the MP. Straight undermining. And this happened right under the nose of the General Secretary because he is the instigator. I mean, I don't care if you want to hear. Him and Dr. Wake are the instigator and all of this. Every minute they come down here and they have meeting in the constituency behind the MP back. Meetings, on top of meetings. Right? So by the time you have to wonder if the General Secretary is a comrade. I'm afraid to say it. I say it right here, so. Right? Because how can you do something like that? Eh? You don't undermine a sitting member of parliament like that. The same thing they do with Robert Chin over South Manchester. Right now, Ian here is supposed to sit down and smile. Because what them do? They split the constituency. So late in the game. And I hear somebody on here say, ask about the protocol and the procedure at the party. And it is correct. Because there must something in the constitution can say, okay, after May 31st, how you gonna have a runoff? How? Eh? How you gonna have a runoff? Remember now the business of the party would have taken place where money would have issued for CDF and all of them something. Right? How now? You know when the election is due in September, you are maybe in a July. Cause you know Andrew. Andrew.
One box. Venetia is back. Beg on one box, please.
A nonsense them do.
Take mine. Hold me down.
Alright. The basic jump already. Then click on the empty box there, please. Abdul, you have the floor same way.
Yeah. So as me I say, well, me there here, and remember me tell you this. Me go fight tooth and nail to make sure Morland win back this. Me go fight tooth and nail to make sure me do it in 2020. 2020 I was his campaign manager. Venetia take over now. I'm very happy.
Me and you both. Because what is happening is wrong. Me and you both.
Yes. You understand? Me there event, me there the office, and remember me tell you.
Up the road, that's why it's chipping out and out. Coming down
Remember me tell you.
Remember
me tell you. It's not go nice for them. It's not go easy for them. Remember me tell you that.
Foolishness. Labour Party will keep this seat. And that's what they want to do. Them don't. James know him can't win it. The intention is to make Hills win. I mean, now say it to the water in my mouth.
Exactly.
The intention is to make Hills win. And James, if you listen, you know, me know. And me we say it for life.
Of course.
Guess what? Me can remain a supporter of Labour Party. Me not to be a member. You know me know. And you know me know too. No come with a in a JLP with a PMP.
That's the way I do.
Me left PMP. Me never come a PMP to come back up PMP in a JLP.
Right? I split the vote. The people are confused. How can you go in around and tell the people them say Morland is out? And that you then you're in for media. You need to get things straight too. You need to get things straight too.
No, them a feed it. Let me just tell you, because let me tell you, you see the other one, him talk everything, you know. So him talk say info media for them thing. Them talk everything, you know, remember that.
The other one is Miles.
Yes, them talk everything, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because them a hype, you know, so them a for hype. So because them a hype, them talk everything. Right? When we go to the meeting, you know, the other day, you know, and I didn't even go and drive Morland because the people them call Morland and tell Morland while we were doing the canvas that police are intimidate them up at the meeting of a cave. So Morland jump up and say, no man, while them say me can't come to the meeting, we can't have police intimidate my people because one of the lady call and are screaming at the phone. So I was the one who drove because Morland was so angry. When we went up there though, the amount of PMP when we recognized them, I was so angry. I was like, what the hell? What is this? Me just stand up and observe. Me never walk my mouth. Me just stand up there, you know. And I said, God. because I deliberately don't interfere apart from doing the canvas and the training. But now that I'm Morland's campaign manager, I'm not breaching any party code, but I am going to speak because what is happening is wrong. It is very wrong.
Wrong, man. Wrong. You understand? Wrong.
Well, then I have to say thank you so much because me know you never have to gone down there, and I know you wouldn't have gone down there if you were not invited. Somebody said earlier, said Dr. Chang send you. I tell them said that to say that because I know Dr. Chang did not send you. You
No,
understand?
Dr. Chang never sends me anywhere. Morland Wilson invited me to do a canvas for him. I had said that when we got cut out because the road tend to have bad spots. And when I went did the canvas and I sat down with Morland. I shared information from the canvas with persons, but there is the usual of workers. I remember telling the two party them have it. You see the worker base in your party, you better be careful cost you for something you them don't get, or them thinks that the other person get more than them. So you have to manage that and culture them properly. So I never too paid attention to that aspect. Those are the people that are trying to weaponize and use against Morland, but it is a recipe to damage a political movement, and the Labour Party needs to listen to me. That is experience that the PNP have. And let me just tell you, when I saw that the ground was good, look, some of the roads that Morland doing now has never been done in 20, 30 years. And Morland come and give people educational grant and them something there. The people them say them never know book vouchers and stuff under we come. If the PNP knew it, certainly the wider Westmoreland Western never know it. Right? At the end of the day, Morland came and brought culturing and soberness to this place. Him can't do everything one time. The first 2 years of his leadership was characterized by COVID, vestiges, if you want to call it that. So, the 2.5 years when him did it, the amount of things when him do, because the first 2 years is COVID years. When a seat from a tourism minister who had a budget, Morland is a backbencher, and Morland has done more in this place than Wickham. Think about Westmoreland that had PG. The whole blasted cabinet Westmoreland to Morland because Pin left it. Right? And then you take
Guys, I have invited Dr. Chang. I have invited Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang did say he sent back a message that he would find some time, preferably on a Monday or a Tuesday, and come on the live. So don't believe that we have not invited Dr. Chang. We have, and he did send back a response, right? We are not laying all the blame on Dr. Chang's foot. We don't know everything. Remember, there's another side to the story. We don't know what Dr. Chang was told, right? But we know what is happening down there now because those who are on the ground is telling us what is happening. So only Dr. Chang in his defense. The only thing I can work with and tell you this, we have seen and heard where Dr. Chang publicly said that the seat going back to the PNP. And I never understood that because that was said on radio, right? So I never understood what Dr. Chang said and why him write off the seat. And if you write off the seat, then why are you allowing a runoff? Then let the person who want it lose it. So I would really love if Dr. Chang would come on the live, but we have invited him, so don't think we did not.
Kizzy, what Dr. Chang I gonna come and tell you? Let me tell you. Dr. Chang, I got come tell us that there's a poll was done, a Samfi poll was done, and Morland is in Morland can't beat here. That's what Dr. Chang I got tell you. Let me tell you that straight up.
Yo.
Kizzy, don't talk about Dr. Chang though, because as the General Secretary, remember that he has a duty. That's why I stayed clear of
Yes,
not challenging Dr. Chang's
then
view.
I have not said anything too more than a lot of persons, and you can't help it because a lot of persons is saying why Dr. Chang don't put a stop to it. So it is persons in the comment section we are actually responding to who are asking us why we don't ask Dr. Chang to come on the live. So I am explaining to them.
Okay.
I've asked Dr. Chang, right? Remember, you know, Dr. Chang at the GenSec, you know, right? And we know that there's a committee. So everything is not all his decision. It is a group. But at the end of the day, the buck stops with him. Right?
Yeah, no, but Kizzy, the Democratic Party, remember, you know, that Dr. Chang explained. Kizzy, Dr. Chang has already explained. I'm Morland's campaign manager. Dr. Chang has explained that their guidance is the soundings and the poll. Right? You can challenge the poll if you want and anything, but the fact of the matter is the party is going to be guided by the poll. And Dr. Chang has said that in his defense as General Secretary. He has said that. He basically said they did three, and each of them were progressively worse in terms of how Morland was faring in them. He said Morland was double digits behind Ian Hills. Whether Morland wants to challenge that or not is another matter. That's what Dr. Chang has told us as part of Morland's campaign committee. I can say that. Nothing is wrong with that. However, Kizzy, what Morland was advancing to the team of the party that is looking, let us say for argument's sake the poll is correct. And this is where you must reason the thing now. Let us say the poll is correct and the PNP is appearing to be ahead. Where does Morland Wilson sit in relation to the other persons in the if you put them there? Have you polled him against James? Have you polled him against Miles? Have you polled him against any other? I think Dr. Chang would have spoken to that too, but when you speak to him, he will speak to it because I can't speak for Dr. Chang. What we are talking about from Morland's campaign is how we got to this point in terms of what Kevin Murray, a member of James' team, has said is that James is not interested and that he is being asked by the party to do this. If you have the voice note, I can send it to you, and he named himself and said, I am Kevin Murray. So I can send you the voice note. So I am saying it is counterproductive to do that. If we are relying on the poll, let's go with the poll. But then when you put a poll, when you do a poll, what I know from over PNP, when you do a poll, you sit down with the person affected, you show them the poll, you give them the opportunity to go on the ground because they would have known what the weak areas are, and you allow them to go. I guess Dr. Chang will tell you that this has happened because they have done three. However, the canvas that Morland Wilson has cannot be ignored. Why? It is a commitment canvas. What does that mean? The people canvassed, their phone number is there, their elector number is there, their signature. You have never seen a canvas done like this. The people canvassed they signed. Kizzy, our campaign team created that. So the people who were canvassed signed. So the party can take it. It's better than any poll. The pollster can beat that. Because the pollster can talk to anybody, all me. I'm in the vote down here. But the people canvassed, signed the paper. And we did it division by division. That's better than any poll. And you can call their numbers and ask them, were you canvassed and did you sign this sheet of paper? And let them answer you. That's the best poll any party can ask for. Morland Wilson have a cutting edge kind of system. So you could not ignore it. But I understand that what Dr. Chang was saying was that he's guided by the poll. He has been consistent in saying that. But our rebuttal is, where does Morland stack in relation to James and the others in it? Because we are putting it forward that Morland is ahead of them, which makes Morland the best of any one of them to run the seat, one. And two, yes, because it's historically a PNP traditional seat, if PNP appear to be ahead,
She knew Kizzy.
No, she get a call. She get a call. Remember, so them phone.
Kizzy, hold on. More ask Renisha if based on their canvassing, I don't know if Abdul can shed some light on it. Based on their canvassing, how Morland, how them see Morland stack up in the seat? Cause
Bali. the canvas that Venetia do. You should tell you, Morland is way ahead. And that's why I use the word samphai. Right? Morland is way ahead of Hales. Yeah?
Yeah.
Way ahead of you. And remember, she just reached me now. So therefore, she would have gone out because she bring a solid tea from Kingston come here, right? So she do from division to division. I mean, I tell you, when you look on the canvas that Venetia do down here, Morland is by a head, by double digits with Hales. Hales soft up. Hales nothing a campaign down here.
Yes, down there. I was in Negril in January. I was in Negril in February. Everybody, me come here, Plank, me not come here and tell you that. So he is not up on the ground. If you talk, me talk to the cane man, me talk to the jelly man, they don't want Ian Hales. They say man a criminal.
A criminal, they don't want him.
We can't nullify the poll where Dr. Chan is guided by now because he said he is not expecting the seat to win. He is not expecting the seat. Why are you putting so much resource in a seat?
You should not expect the seat for it, leave it alone.
Right.
That is the plan.
Leave it alone.
Vanessa is back, everybody.
Then?
Yeah, sorry, but the thing they look
now?
out. Yeah, I reach the office, so internet there.
No, thank God. And one thing may I ask you, please be very careful down there, Ven. Abdul.
I was gonna say that, Kizzy.
On air?
I was gonna say that, you know.
Yeah, please be very careful down there, which know, say me know, and me know, say know, but be very careful because this thing here is serious. And Morland Wilson himself must be very, very careful because this is not normal.
Nobody down here. Let me tell you, we've walked the ground. We've even talked to PNP people. That's the PNP couldn't choose a worse candidate, and we're happy because at the end of the day, we will win the seat, and Morland is the best vehicle. We just have to do what we have to do in order to ensure that next week when the runoff happens, let me tell you, and that is why, as a campaign manager, I have been impressing upon some persons who are angry, to say we cannot, even though I speak, with so much passion, I have made sure that Westmoreland, we urge the team, with no disrespect, James, Miles, nobody. But yeah, we're vexed about what them do. Because what? We have to be able, you understand, to hold the thing together to make sure we maintain the victory, which we were on course to doing. And this is us serving to derail us. You understand? This is us serving to derail us.
Understand, Venetia. Boy, I tell you, I'm so upset from this morning. I'm so upset. And I'm hearing some things long before this, not just pertaining to that seat, but most of the troubled seat then. And trust me, I'm believing. I don't want to believe because I rate the party and Dr. Chang so much, but trust me, I'm believing now because what I'm hearing, Morland is in front. The people them no want yes. And I can't see why you make two persons who come cross and you want to give them could get leadership position at the seat for PNP. So them come cross and want to push out a labor right.
Them couldn't even get regional leadership down in a region 6 with them there for PNP. Them couldn't even get regional. Let me say, I can't go back on what I say. Let me not disparage anyone. I'm just saying I'm disappointed in the approach taken by these guys. Why? Let me tell you, they have been very destructive and disparaging in their remarks about Morland on the ground. The good thing, what I like about the Labourites of Westmoreland, Kizzy, is that if they hear this live and say, who me tell that, I can easily call the people because one thing I like about the people down there, them not afraid to tell you, say, and me tell Miss Phillips so.
They're very outspoken. They're very outspoken.
Yes.
Then you see from 2020, I have to say this, right? When Chopper was the first person who I saw interviewed. I remember when the runoff was down there, and same Abdul here, and all of us, even Ras Galik who is next to you, all of us we were well in tune to the runoff, right? And from then we saw that there's a big bad feedback then.
Abdul and Vendor side by side. So that's
Yes,
why I get the
you
feedback
can
there.
beside each other. One on off it turn mute or turn on the thing.
Turn on the phone.
Turn on the phone. But what since then we knew that Morland was the candidate, and I said, Bali, you can't tell them. Tova Hamilton, I called it for her. Morland, I called it for her. And then eventually I called it for Danny Lawrence, even though Danny won by such a slim margin, because we observe the ground, we have followed politics long time, we are no fool, right? So this whole thing is really a shock. I know that Morland have a good team. I know the people down there who stand with him very strong. So I have no doubt that on Sunday he will be victorious. Egg, Agodepan, James, and Miles, and all of them were undermining him face. But at the end of the day, what will happen in the seat now? Because they are still sitting councillors. The thing about it, they are undermining the sitting MP, and they are sitting councillors. If whichever one of them pose the challenge, if they lose, they will still be a sitting councillor. But then the people down there will have to suffer under Ian Yales. Are they crazy? What can go so?
Kizzy.
Let me hear you.
Check your phone. I'm sending some stuff.
Good afternoon. Can I join the conversation now?
Tell us if you send me on my next phone. Me tell us to send me on my next phone. Remember, say the phone here, me I do the live. I don't want to go check it on the live kick off.
Kizzy, let me just say this. Morland won by over 1,000 votes when he won in down here, so that's unprecedented. He won by over 1,000 votes. So that was not a COVID buck-up. Morland was working the seat with the people. Over 1,000 votes. But what I'm asking everybody, go look at Morland's social media page and look at my own. I want you to do something for me. I want everybody on here to do something for me. Even if you're a PNP on here. Go onto both my page and Morland's.
Oh.
That's why. Go on to Morland's page and scroll back from the day he won. And you can see Morland as a working MP. It's going to shock. Kizzy, when I discovered it, I started sharing his stuff on my page, so you'll remember that. Because I realized that just like your MP, except that Anna had been on social media from day one, Morland was not low. And so nobody realized. Go on his page now, everybody. Go on him Instagram, go on him even in Twitter, and you will see it. Go back from when him win, the day him win, follow him all the way. Look at all the programs and look at the work Morland Wilson has done and tell me why we are having this discussion here at 1:32 in the afternoon. Go back on his page.
I know. You're not worker. It's not, this live is not even for myself. This is just to express my disgust. But Protecting JA wanted to come in, so give him a chance and then you can ask the question, Rasgali.
Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon, Miss Venetia. My name is Protecting JA.
Hi.
There are only two options, and everybody who know me know where I stand when it comes to these things. Well, actually three, but let me mention the first one. The two guys who crossed the floor, it was a little bit mysterious to me when they did. After watching them for a while and noticing how bombastic they are, especially the one named Miles. I say, but this a man ain't fit in a JLP, and a JLP material this. But them cross by whichever deal was cut. The same way them cross is the same way they can get spit out. I believe that they should be expelled from the party, because if this is what they're coming to do, Westmoreland Parish Council has always been controlled by the PMP. So I like them coming over, we're giving no advantage in the parish council. Kick them out, because we don't in charge of the parish council either way. Kick them out and rebuild. Use the councillor candidates that we have and rebuild from the ground up. And the second one is this runoff. I am thinking between now and next Sunday, I am hoping that some good sense prevail and cancel it, because it is going to cause a fracture. And it might be a fracture that I don't believe can be fixed, can be mended, can be healed by the next election. So might as well them just cancel this and everybody just support Morland while we move into the election. But thirdly, if they are all the way down the wicket and it cannot be cancelled, I believe that Morland can win the runoff. And when he wins, I believe it will raise up the base of the party in the constituency, and it will shine some light on the sinister mission that these two people are on. And it will cause the people to kind of sideline them as they galvanize their support for Morland. There's still some good that can come out of it if it goes through. But I believe that cancel the runoff, if it can be cancelled at this point. But these two guys need to be expelled from the Jamaica Labour Party and a JLP material, them. This is not JLP material. See, Ven come over and she humble herself and she easy herself. Me think Ven forget a seat, but you know, you have to creep before you walk. You know, but I believe that those are the three positions from one to the other, are any two that should be taken at this point. Expel them because we're not going to lose nothing either way. Expel them after the election, after the general election, and keep them out of the party. And that's where I stand on this.
I agree with you, protecting Jamaica. Abdul Hakim, you raised a point, and it has been on my mind for a while I've been listening. You mentioned that either James and the other one, Miles, you had indicated that either of them consider themselves to be the next member of parliament or mayor. Now, I'm thinking with the level of accountability and the structure that has been put in place to ensure that, listen, money is not spent without any accountability, you don't come forward with any sort of projects. Are they believing that they should go back to the archaic days of when things used to just happen and things just get us step money left, right, and center? As Protecting Jamaica said, they are not JLP material. JLP is all about accountability and kick out them backside right. No. For me, please.
Excuse me, what me tell her this morning. Excuse me, what me tell her this morning, Abdullah Ven. Kick them out. Kick them out. Anybody coming in to destroy what we're building right now. What we're building right now, listen to me, man. Me there Barbados, and I tell you, every day Jamaica talk about over here. It is impressive what Jamaica is doing. And we can't afford nobody. If in my headspace, if even the PM start go sideways, we need to get rid of him. That's something you think right now. I am not going back to the days like Siaga when nobody hold the party hostage, Bridget. Me not dep on it.
No, but you also have to remember, you know, the Democratic Party. All right, in the defense of the party, as passionate as we are, and those of us who support Morland, we are going to be, you know, aggressively pushing to ensure that we preserve, you know, his tenure. But as somebody who understands how leadership functions, the democratic process, no matter what, is going to always be advanced at the front. Remember, Dr. Chang has been very clear, you know, that the polls are his litmus, the polls are his indicators. Whether or not we want to challenge the poll, my only concern with that, as the campaign manager for Morland, you know, if the poll is the indicator, it would not be a runoff. It would be that you would have taken a decision based on the information available to you, right? But I'm sure Dr. Chang, with more information than I would have, would give you a better explanation, Kizzy. What we are saying, though, if what Kevin Murray put out as the member of, and if you look at the photograph that was put out yesterday as Teen James with Kevin Murray at the center, it's what
Kevin Murray,
no,
Murray and
yeah, but
Thompson. I saw them.
Yeah, but then his voice. So the picture is put out, but if you listen to his voice, I'm listening to what he said and not just the picture. But if you listen to his voice, what he has said is that his candidate is basically saying that, look here, the party is asking me to do this. I doubt that that is true. And when you feed that kind of thing on the ground, you destabilize the ground. So these are the things we're asking the party to correct. Because what you don't want is for the people of Westmoreland who have been holding the fort for the Labour Party to start feeling like they are not valued as labor rights because they have been holding the fort. And like I said, Kizzy, I'm going to share with you the numbers so you can actually see that there has been a trajectory. The support for Labour Party has always been here. It was just not properly harnessed. So we don't want to break the ground. And Morland has done twice the work to fortify the ground. So he has no interest either in seeing that destroyed. And that is why you guys are only just now hearing about it when this has been going on for weeks, probably months, because Morland has been very careful to ensure that none of this got out there. Because two things, we don't want to energize a PNP base, even though they don't want heels, and we do not want to fracture any further the Labour Party's base here. So responsibility is important down here.
Agree with them. I totally agree that you can't. And then Morland got the most votes.
Yes.
For a long time in that seat. So I can't see how a person like that, which has been doing so much work, from Morland start by getting NHT to come train people.
Yeah.
That are the first thing we follow Morland from a long time and Sister Morland at work. Yes, it might be inexperienced a little bit in the politics, as you say, and you indicate. You understand? But come on, man. Believe me, it is so demoralizing. Even people.
Mr. Me not see you on the campaign trail.
That doesn't mean that I'm not on the campaign trail, Kizzy.
What make? Mommy not see you. You hide from me?
And what certain things.
Oh, all right.
I don't have nobody to hide from. But Kizzy, sometimes work campaign, I have to just watch and look. Watch and look. But I would never change for nobody at all. Okay? I'm at work. Later.
All right, Mama. Love you. We will chat off here. Because me need everybody. All of whom know we are black with me from God McMorning. And all of whom know a foundation labor right me have to dig out anyone there because every hand pan deck. That is it.
Simple.
But really and truly, me couldn't sit down today and listen to the lies where I tell her when me get the message, Bali, you know me start cuss. Me glad. I am so happy and thankful to MP Morland Wilson, thankful to Miss Venetia Phillips, and also Abdul.
Yeah,
and I know a lot of other persons who are from that seat, who are delegates down there, them could come and talk. But as we say, I know if it create no bigger problem than where others are trying to create, but it's to clear up the misunderstanding and the lies and the misinformation. Because the seat is more than winnable. And Morland not have no problem with the people them down there. One set of corruption drunkro, and them are the problem.
Morland I go win the runoff.
Of course, him are winning. Me not no fear.
Me not worry.
But if me did ever there Jamaica right now, me there a Westmoreland. And you know that too, Ras. You know.
You know that. You know
so what them on the ground down there like a road dog for Morland.
Kizzy, what me just say, Kizzy? Why would they want, if he's doing that well, why would they want to have a runoff? With them at 2 cross bite what they can come over?
Not true. That should have never been. It should have never been okayed. Should have said no. The optics of it no look good, and we are no idiot. Especially from the one where them across we here say that a deal a make. So we are no fool.
But
yes, no
him have a runoff since year and him win. So why am I to get 2 runoff? Why is that?
I have a runoff, clear, and it was a sounding. It is called a yes no. It is that was the inclusive of party workers to kind of gauge them feeling how them feel. So it wasn't a runoff.
And Ben did have him back 100% because I have Ben number. But on WhatsApp, she denounces and said she's not the candidate because them that said, well, a vendor get it on them
the PNP did spread that the rumor about Ven wanting seat and a lot of that bullshit. I think just PNP have a mystery. They might try pour some water and create distrust against labor rights, but we are no idiots. We can't tell genuine people We know who Venetia Phillips is. One thing with that girl, she not pretentious.
We in prime time.
Somebody will speak her mind.
For a long time.
Kizzy.
Eh?
We in prime time.
Prime time?
We don't know how true
Oh,
it is.
prime time. In prime time always there, man. Prime time one of the little controversial smaddy, but in there, man. Prime time I wanna we. Although it might talk PNP sometimes. Sometimes I have to deal with him wicked. But prime time I want.
Come in, me see him make me the pass one live what the and see pan hearing the bash labor.
That's what prime time go on. I will if account you have to. Hear him, and him face it too, but why you want to know? Prime time nobody give no trouble over here. Where say
Why you
clear?
want to know you? When they?
First
You know why? Because me pass comrade live and hear you over there the bash labor right.
I thought prime time go to work. Prime time controversial.
Oh, okay.
Kizzy.
No man clear, you good.
I beg you no please you tell prime time to let go me shirt. Yeah, and tell him to stop follow me up. Come in a love man, you know. Tell him to stop follow me up, follow me up. Please.
Calm down.
Alright.
Calm down.
Tell him to let go me shirt. Tell him to stop follow me up. Come in and walk and trouble nobody.
Prime
time me hear you over there the talk.
That's speak my mind. I'm speak my mind. Tell him to stop follow me up. Tell him to let go me shirt.
Prime time. You want me tell you what me hear you say? Me hear you say the labor right them always go on like they know everything. When
I know prime time. No, make we take focus off of prime time. Come, I know prime time. I know prime time day today.
We platform and go over fish pan.
Yeah.
Listen to that. The hierarchy for know so labor rights passionate about this thing. Labor rights want the country to go good. And when we see people who work, which I'm not telling a lie. To me, all of the MP them work. Some of them might be
politically. Kingston 11, me go respond to you because you're one away and you're a permanent person over here. You're gonna ask what is Infomedia role in this? You know, if you go ask him. You see when it
next mix up one.
Me certainly going to turn on in live at some point in time, and you can go over there go ask him.
I'm just turn on in live. Him screen record over here and post it on YouTube already. Him screen record this that we were having today. Him screen record Venetia Phillips and post it.
Yeah, he can, but he always do that.
Yeah.
He always do that. I mean, all I know must have known and know they say me info no really take tea. Me info no plan go online. But I tolerate him and I guess he tolerates me for the peace and sake of Jamaica Labour Party. But guess what? Me I don't know. Info no vote down there, just like how me no vote down there. The two away, I put him mouth in a Labour Party business. It is said that info is a paid buyout. Me know me no paid and buyout. So when me come here, talk, when me come here and me talk, nobody no warn me. Me am a one woman with me one mouth.
Him and one Tedley are the same
thing. Nobody roof, nobody can control me. Neither, not even my man when me asleep with can't tell me when to talk, for when to talk. Cause me am a one a boss. But guess what? When when him attack, when he was on his life today, I went over there and I wrote in the comments such lies. He did not acknowledge me. He did not say anything. In continue, he acknowledged everybody else. He never acknowledged me. So guess what? I forgot talk to info. His name was called on my life. I mean, your info cost the labor right dog rotten. And you see, because info me at this same shit street. Me and my same shit stripe in a dirty brief and dirty drawers. Me try my best because me no interested for me and nobody in no cuss out. None of the labor right especially. When me talk about a representation and what happened in the hierarchy of the party, who are represent us, and them me deal with. Me no time for none of the labor right. That's it. Me no argument. Me rather avoid it. So, please not ask me what is info's role. See, if you're listening a screen record this too, Me only one thing get it clear, cause some of the love car news and make mix up and problem. So anytime when info go live, you no need to go over there, go ask him these questions. That is it.
Kizzy, me last.
Me and you, Marcia. Me and you. Well, me not really last still.
All right, Master, you stay last. Come clear on your time.
We just not talk about that, Master.
Phone dead.
Master, we not discuss
just
about
dead.
it. We not
Yes,
discuss
no
about
clear.
it.
Me clear na say. Clear on 876.
He saying phone dead. He saying phone dead.
No one killing their life.
Alright, if your phone dead, then bye.
I'm phone for dead and in supposed to be.
No, maybe my saying phone are dead.
I'm a soldier, you know. Clear and I'm a soldier, yeah? I'm a soldier.
Yeah, man.
I really
Yeah, man.
do.
Yeah, man.
Really,
Yeah,
really
man.
do.
Yeah, man. Me get that.
I'm phone are dead. I'm phone are dead. I'm supposed to be here.
No, man. Look, many need to go put in plug in phone. We don't go start no baga with me and none of that blogger. Because you see him when we go over there live, go say Kizzy chat too much. She go like she this, she a bully. Can't no cuss more already, but it is what it is.
Passionate, man. And we want the party to win and win good too. And that we
I want to get on my nerves today. I start talk about the Prime Minister last night. I bring back so last time.
We change it now, because Dr. Whitney not join. And Dr. Chang now go come.
Since me sit down so me tear off my wig, man, how me that catch me. I can't. Hey, Jesus, love.
Hey, let me ask you one question now. Let me ask you one question. So this container where they say wash up out a center. Our container really wash. Come here, say box of chicken a wash up.
Yeah.
People really gang on them wash up sitting where then don't know if it contaminated. Then what kind of chicken what really a go on?
Yeah. That a
Oh,
way.
you see it? Actually, me not talk about different things. Me not talk about it from
You see one man run with 2 boxes of chicken and 2 drop, and one next man take up 2 with drop out. I see and run with him. I say, I wanna go and suffer.
Yesterday, Mrs. Maddie say 1 box of chicken wash up out of Elsha. And people
one container.
One container. Them a take
but
it
out of St. Thomas too.
Kizzy, I say Muri eat that. I mean, them people they
So what
brave.
kind of chicken in a red bag?
Wash up out of the sea.
No man, they drop off of the ship.
It look like one container drop off of the cargo ship.
Yeah, cargo ship.
They wash up ashore. Some people say some things are wash up out of St. Thomas. Some say things are washed up out of Elsha. Me don't know which part them are wash up, but people are
the video.
And people they take you and eat it.
Well, we never see them eat it.
That them are gonna do.
No, sir.
Listen to me. Dump chicken, put over Riverton, and people will take it up and near me.
Oh my God.
So, nothing new. Trust me. What you tell me.
Yes, yes, Dark Knight, raw chicken in a bag. Me I try to see our brand upon the chicken, cause I not best dress. So them the chicken they to me are not even Jamaica that the cargo ship they headed for.
Not even Jamaica, cause a red bag. Me never see no chicken in a red bag.
Let me tell you no we right, Panny.
I think a Guyana is going to kiss it. I think a Guyana that shit.
The chicken bag name Perdix, Perdix.
So Kizzy, that's a fear good. You see that?
It's not easy. Me a investigator. I'm not no miss me, not no pass me. I don't know that already.
Zoom it up, man. Zoom it up.
Here, let me tell you no. Me a Brazil.
Tell them.
Look here, the chicken box. The chicken box have one blue tag where mark Brazil, Panny.
Brazil 87 say ship from Brazil.
Yes, a Brazil the Panny look like a one Brazil cargo.
Kizzy.
Grade A chicken, Peridex. And the sticker where they pan them as a Brazil.
Me hear say away them data go. Guyana.
Yeah.
Mighty God. But the container they see and the people them.
Yeah, Kizzy. I hear what happened with the Caribbean. You see the big cargo ship them stop at Jamaica and go up on liquor ship. and come down at
Yeah,
this
me
side.
know. Me know say Jamaica is up. Watch the people. Hey, suppose you see people load up empty the container. Shameless.
Kizzy sending in a me something there.
Well, I know, me no see it on Twitter, on TikTok, over Twitter, me see it. You see the channel when name Quest Times over Instagram of the video. You can go look to.
Yeah,
Well,
me in danger.
me and danger and the whole of them. But you know soon hear say people are dead for hungry Jamaica. That's why them are. Look how they excited with 2 chicken.
Why name Press Time?
Quest Time.
Over
I will bring
Instagram.
up this man in a box with the nice.
You could have read and he asked you come up in on 99.
Kizzy, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Everybody sounds like daddy.
Afternoon, Nazi.
Kizzy, my prime minister sell off last night.
Them me don't know the amount of people who come then could even come in. Some people have them ticket and couldn't come in.
They couldn't come in.
Full.
The place full in the auditorium. People are outside. When Alcat come, Alcat say, I know the auditorium end up. I watch monitor.
Mackie Flex, you go to?
Place full.
You know what I like? I love after everything and they were taking pictures and he went outside. There was a family with 2 children.
Mute.
And I 5 them.
Mute 9.
You know those family. That family was a part of Alton family. Yeah, the family was sitting right beside me because we are Alton sitting on one row, and the family was sitting right beside me. So when Casco said to me, "Say, we must go outside," for Casco was on the phone with me, and it live, and she said, "Go outside for him outside to talk to a family." When we go out there, it was just going in the vehicle, and the guy come and tell Alton, like he must say, "Uncle Alton, we get to talk to Andrew." And then we might call him Andrew, must shout at him and say, "Andrew, Prime Minister," and Andrew stop and talk to him and his wife and children.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Right? We start watching this morning before I got work, you know, but because I got to take up myself a follow up Plank and Punkus over Spitty Live with Dottie Ingram and them. It distract me, make me not get police. And then from a reach home now, I say I have to take up this issue regarding Morland. So I not even get to finish, but I soon end the live still. I not stay over here because I not get no gift. Nobody not click me at me. I do not tap my screen. I don't know me can.
Me no know. Me click it at me 2 times.
Oh no, I not run joke about me gift.
KizzyDon said it MP caretaker from Central St. Mary in the box. So look, see. So the MP caretaker from Central St. Mary in the box.
See, let me get
You
it.
mean in the chat? In the chat, not in the box. In the chat.
No.
But the person said box, the person.
Mr. Maraj knows that this live is his home. So if he wants to come up, easy 1 2. He can call me anywhere in the world and say, "Kizzy, please go live."
Kizzy, Kingston level thinks say Amaraj. No, he sent me feet and takes Amaraj. The panima. Oh God.
No, guys. Mr.
Mr. Chang come. See our box, Mr. Chang him coming over.
Mr. Chang? Nice. You say you want make nice, Maddy.
Kizzy, Mr. Chang come on by your live.
Where is that?
You know, I'm big in Jamaica, you know, Kizzy. Mr. Chong come by your live.
Who name Chong?
Obviously, maybe she the right foot, right.
Yeah, who name Chong?
Dr. Chong.
Chang or Chong?
The gent say name Dr. Chang.
So
how you call him Chong and you say you're big?
From morning, we want to talk to him. So you
Wanna
said
know
him
me?
come.
Wanna know me?
Dr.
Petty.
Chang, you mentioned I freestyle, I sell me a listen to life.
Wanna know me? Well,
You know me, I
Come
sell
on,
me a
P.
freestyle. I'm off listen to them mixer are hot. I love it.
Which mix up?
Which mix up? We don't mix up over here.
But they are two. Like, we're gonna do mix up without them.
9.
9, yeah, probably better 9.
Eh?
9.
Nine.
Chang coming on the live.
Kissing me and sell me half a listen at the same time. I can't make them and show me a pass.
You better sell and make your money. Yeah, that you fi do.
9, you know, say you're probably.
Here, Tina say free up a box. It's like Tina believer, you know. Me alone first one that jump out for make income.
On mute because I want to hear everything from Crafty. Crafty was there last night and me never get no official update. So on mute on the box right now. Make Crafty give me the full 100 of last night. Crafty, I want to hear from when you're beard and when you get dressed in your labor right.
Remember me show you when they get dressed. Remember me show you when they dress.
I want when you put on your labor right shoes and when you turn on your labor right car and all of this. So on the mute and make me get the full bill and receipt from Crafty, please and thank.
Kizzy, what you said the something name again? What the something name again where them they get the chicken? What?
The brand?
No, man. Quest time, shut up. Quest times are main danger.
Our main danger. What about Instagram?
Okay.
Yes, guys. So,
Yes,
Evelyn.
You mix up 9. You mute. You don't even know your Jensen name, but about Dr. Chong. Mute. Voila, you mix up. You're lucky. I 9. You need to put up one picture for your something. Come in like talk to Duppy. I mean, I tolerate it with no labor rights. Same like how I accept it from PNP. Put on one picture for your account. Whether you're a picture or one picture for your MP or somebody. All right, Crafty, you have the floor. Give me the whole full story.
Yeah, man. So anyway, my anxiety almost go up because I think me that got late, although I was late because it started from 5:30, but the Prime Minister wasn't really there. I got there at about 6:20. They were doing meet and greeting each other and refreshment serving. But through me go inside, go hold my seat. Me head straight to the line, show me ticket.
Hey, on the top of the live, you know, on the top of the live, me I go tap Africa and give you the story. So on the top of the live, when I run a joke with you over here, on the top of the live and send me aunt me. All right, Crafty, you have the floor again. Can me see some
So Alton and his entire family was there. Some of them drive all the way from Orlando. Come down to Merrimar. Who know Merrimar? Know it's close to Miami, and we sit almost to the back because when we went in there it was full, rampack. So the two last row to the back was kind of empty. So we get one of the row. We get the second to the last row, and you know they were there. The folk singers were singing. Then at about 6:45, they're about the Prime Minister walking and the room went wild. Everybody onto their feet, clapping and screaming and calling out his name and third term, show a labor rights. So, you know, they have presentation, you know, he got the key. He got a key for Merrimar. So he's now, what you call it now? He having one key for Merrimar. And then he went up and, you know, he started his presentation by welcoming everyone, talking about his vision, and talking about, what the guy name again? The one we sing the song what him use as him.
Nesbeth.
Help me now, Kizzy.
Nesbeth.
Yeah. And talk about Nesbeth, you know, my dream, and it was really a nice evening, and I tried to zoom in everything that I could. You know, I zoom it in as best as I could and share the live. So he's trying to ask people in the diaspora to come back to Jamaica, invest in Jamaica. You know, crime rate to last year, this time, not this time to last year, the same time, the crime rate has gone down by 35%. You know, and he's encouraging people to come back and invest. And he talked a little bit about FinSAC, and FinSAC is the reason why a lot of people are here in Florida. And, you know, he's trying to encourage them. The economy is going up. You know, it's better, and they can come back home whenever they're ready. And what else did he talk about?
Healthcare.
He talk about the healthcare. He talk about the hospital, and you know, everybody have it to say that Cornwall Regional is overrun and it's taking longer, which he admit, because he said if he should be put in that position again with an hospital or any building, it would be cheaper and easier to just tear it down and rebuild it, because down to the steel in the building was rotten. So it's like building a new hospital, you know. And he talk about women do healthcare. What did he talk about?
Well, Crafty, we know.
Yeah, he talk about the roads. Yeah, he talk about all of those things.
We talk about
the comrade asking about pensions, and when they call him African.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what happened now? I wasn't inside the room when the question and answer was going on because my battery was dying. So I come out and I watch it actually on the monitor. But yes, that well-known blogger we always fight the party and have talk bad about us. He was the one, I understand, asking about how pensioners can get their money deposited straight to their account. But as Protecting Jay said earlier, he expected him to ask something more controversial, but he didn't. He was very humble to the way he behaved. But I never really hear him before, but I understand the way he behaved.
Come here, in get a horse. I right place in that comes, man, in a must kiss him down.
Yeah, you know. But I think the Prime Minister would have meet and greet with more people, but the Secret Service was really tight. They wasn't giving him the chance.
Mr. White man, them again, me Prime Minister, me say watch big
them need to give people too much chance to come too close to him.
Yes, me see.
They don't take no check with him.
Crafty, when he was leaving out, them say everybody sit down and see it, make we take out the pen first. Then have him head back lock. Yo.
Yeah, man. Because at one point when the crowd gathered around him at the door when he was going to, after he come off the podium, and I went up there and I just wanted to take a picture, but I just could not.
Listen to me, guys. All right, you see what me tell you? When me talk and say the Prime Minister's security in Jamaica, I mean, our guys, them do a stellar job because them blend in so well, and I know they're there. But you see, on sister, we can't take with Prime Minister security for no joke. On see our Prime Minister, on see it though.
That's the same thing I'm thinking of Kizzy. Kizzy, that's the same thing I was thinking because I'm like, when he's in Jamaica, people get closer to him. But the Secret Service here, they surround him. You could not get close to him.
Them take him safety on a different level.
You know.
Culture is different. Well, on the craft, me help you understand what's happening. All of the guns them we used to come into Jamaica, 200 sometime last year, then 19, then 11, then this year, how much come already and they find it. Those guns are coming. I think one shipment alone come from New York. most of them they go there come from Florida. The guys them we support the criminality and I send the guns them to Jamaica come find in Florida. I remember some time ago last year, Jamaica young police, he did a video. The video was about the Prime Minister's life is in danger. And sometimes I don't even take it serious. This is something I know, like personally. And it is so important.
You remember then they claim to say some Asian hitman was sent to Jamaica. If you take out the Prime Minister, you remember that?
Right. Me know him too. John Baptiste, I think.
Right.
Now, we have to understand on a broader scale. Murder's been down 35%. Jamaica is turning the corner to peace and security as the Prime Minister posits. It's not easy. It's a whole lot of different players and it's a whole lot of different moving parts. Very powerful people are involved. Now, let me tell you something. Crime fighting in Jamaica is now a transnational focus. Crime fighting in the Caribbean is a transnational focus. It means that in the Americas, all security forces join together, and especially America that have the intelligence apparatus, where them can see people, how them operate using satellite imagery and all of that. America knows the threat level that is on Andrew Holness, especially when it comes to a place like Florida. And they are not going to take it lightly because they know the people here and they have been watching them for a while. And they know that the least little chance them get, they are going to pounce, especially with the Prime Minister coming to Florida. If you notice, the flyer was going around, but there was no announcement as to what time Andrew would be traveling. No announcement as to the time he might travel. Usually when I leave Jamaica here, so the Prime Minister will be leaving at such and such time, and the Deputy Prime Minister will take, you never hear no amount of time. So them did their plan and them don't know what time he might come, they don't know what time he left. And as Andrew done, they did not want him to linger. The MC start tell everybody before the proceedings even come to an end that the Prime Minister will have to be whisked out of here by Secret Service. He has to go. There were more agents in the crowd. There were seated agents in the crowd. Okay, there were agents outside.
That is so true, protected.
Visible.
That's true. That's true. They were there.
They understand.
He had another function too. He has a function today too.
Yes, man. Yes, man. But me I talk about the
same way. It's the same way. Oh, when he came Barbados the other day.
Let's put that into a finishing point now.
Yeah, me almost done, man. But the point to me I make is Andrew is at risk and we have to understand. Getting murder, transnational gun and drug crime, a multi-trillion-dollar crime, a big business. And a little somebody involved in that. And once you see that, especially Jamaica, where our borders will always be porous, you know, the investment of the government put in now with must be 5 or 6 ships, it'll help a great deal. And these guys, they don't feel good about it. We can now patrol our borders properly. We have about 20 boats that come from Shark Tank or whatever the company name, we make go fast boat for hunt down drug kingpin in our waters. And we have those that come up in another few months. The investment that is put into crime fighting, we have helicopter. When JLP come in 2016, I must say 2 helicopters there over JDF.
I was there in JDF.
10 helicopters we have now. Almost 10 helicopters did they know.
It was 1.5.
Okay. Okay. We have surveillance plane now fitted with cameras and lights to patrol our maritime borders. Okay. Seriously? You have helicopter broke down in a year already. You know,
thank you very much.
No, if you fly, you know. Broke down in a year.
Okay. When I scream out in the house, come in here by the police and say something.
Protecting all that say. Missy helicopter lift up already in a Montego Bay down at the soldier camp and go back and a pay smoke they come from it. So a 1.5 we won't have.
Okay. Protecting all the time about this, you know, the Prime Minister.
That
To me,
time
the
me
Prime
over
Minister.
pan me went over pan flanker play field where the footballers them in there they watch one game. And me see that happen. 1.5 we won't have.
Okay. Protecting not in my order, say the Prime Minister. To me right now, to me, he needs to beef up his security right now. To me, me not think to me right now, honestly.
Him security beef, man. Him security, trust me.
Well, that needs to me, me not really, to me needs to...
Recently, in change out in police them and in about 2.5 time in detail.
Uno can't say all of what security Prime Minister.
3/4 of the Prime Minister security.
For some of them in a private clothes.
Right.
Some of them in a plain clothes.
Yeah,
all
3/4
of
of the
them.
private security you will never see.
Hold on. Some of them have on the labor right shirt with the armband now no think a regular supporter.
Yeah. 3/4 of them in security we will never see.
Thank you very much.
Me know because me know enough of them. So me can identify them when they're anywhere. 3/4 of the Prime Minister security, Uno will never identify.
And look here,
that is what has kept him alive.
And I wonder if you know that it's the same thing with Dr. Chang.
Notice what has happened since local government election. The Prime Minister does not have a set kind of thing where I believe that this whole heap of mass open ear meetings is not going to happen in this election.
No.
Not either.
Not going to happen. And there's a whole lot of,
not with him. Not with him and up the forefront of it.
No. There's a whole lot at play. And it's just that we have to understand how societies are run. 3/4 of the national security issues in any country cannot be told to its citizens. You don't want anarchy, you don't want problem in a society. You don't want anxiety in the society. 3/4 of security issues in America, the citizens do not know. No country at all. But there's a whole lot at play. And especially with the PMP at the state of unraveling. The PMP exists no more, you know. And they are upset. They are bitter. The PMP function, when we hear we say the PMP function of criminality. And not something likely we are say. The PMP functions of criminality. The gun them when you see a come to Jamaica, we get catch at the wharf. Them have to do with one side of the politics. The drugs them I want to see a move through waters. I know something well light. And that is the reason why a lot of leaders on both sides over the past 30 years have kept away from dealing with the crime monster seriously. Because you're going to rockle whole upon this and your life are going in danger.
Facts.
You have to understand that we are fight for Jamaica. At Jamaica, we are fight for people.
Exactly.
At Jamaica, we are fight for this third term, you know, I go render the PMP incapable of functioning. Them are go incapable of functioning because notice
protected. Remember what you're gonna say, and if you notice, they have been preaching a long time before election or anything. All they were talking about, Jamaica is going to go down like 80. Jamaica is gonna go down. We now go down like a 80.
Never change
why?
More of a change now, Marcel.
Hold on 1 minute, guys. D Brown is in my box. I'm not sure who D Brown is. So I want to find out before D Brown get comfortable. D Brown? Mr. D Brown? Madam, sir, I don't know what the D stands for.
Mute, Kizzy.
Yeah, but you have to open the mic. D Brown, open your mic. Identify yourself, please. Hello?
Kizzy?
Yes.
Kizzy, you hear me?
Yes.
Kizzy, you hear me? Kizzy, you hear me?
Yes, we are here.
Right, I'm just come up in the box accidentally, so you can't take me down.
Okay, it's an accident. All right, darling.
Okay. Yeah, man, he's a woman. He's a woman, man, a woman. Start labor right. Don't worry yourself. All the blood green.
That is good. That we like fear. All right, mama.
Yeah, man, me listen every day, you know, Kizzy. I mean, you cuss out the nastiness, them a Westmoreland, dirty bitch, them. Cuss out the nastiness, them too damn disgusting. I don't blame you. Shit house them.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, Mackie Flex did want to say something good while in the way too. Mackie?
I'm agreeing with what Protecting was saying. I mean, I didn't go to the thing last night. I was looking at it on Facebook in the morning here, and I was just adding strength to what Crawford was saying in terms of the topics that the Prime Minister touched on. But as she was making a point or giving a report about how receptive the people there were to the Prime Minister, I am just adding to that to say, when he made the point that, listen, you here in the diaspora need to communicate with your friends and family back home to tell them, listen, you need to choose Jamaica. And that is a new campaign slogan with the JLP now, choosing Jamaica. Because it stands to reason that if you choose Jamaica, you can't vote PNP. And so he made a point to them. And we know that our friends and family in the diaspora, when they say, listen, it don't make no sense me I send you $1, $2, $5, and you go vote for foolishness. So that's how that impact has been created. And we've seen it on the live many a times, that the sort of overwhelming support and outpouring that people have shown towards our Prime Minister is unrivaled by any other Prime Minister. And it is going to be translated into votes later this year. And I believe that when persons keep making the point that, listen, 2020 was an anomaly, I disagree with them. Because just like how you have Shearer voters and you had Bruce Golding voters and Siaga voters, believe you me, you have Andrew Holness voters. And I believe that is going to continue into this election. So what happened in Westmoreland is not a fluke, right? What happened in St. Elizabeth is not a fluke. What happened in Manchester is not a fluke, despite what the PNP want to believe or say. And we're going to see it happen, whether it be July 28 or August 25 when the election is called. That's my view, and I'm happy. I'm really happy people are waking up to see it.
Marky,
so that's what I say.
Marky, trust me. We tell people all the while, PNP always are per 120,000 people in a vote. Did you all know that half of the vote them are little over half are out of stronghold? them come out. Look upon Mark Golding, Brownberg, Palwell, St. Andrew Western, Julian, Lisa and a seat. Half of the vote out of the 100,000. I've seen to them who would lose anyway. So you have to split up the next half now in the whole of the seat then. It can't help them.
Enough liberate never vote Ras Garlic. Enough liberate never come up and vote in 2020 either.
Me know. And listen me, another thing what people must know, PNP doesn't attract independent voters, whether youth, independent voters, middle age, or elderly. Right? Any young youth just vote for PNP, it'll come off a lineage, family. And of them say, boy, I like PNP and go vote for PNP. But you have a whole, listen me, from mid-90s in the politics, young youth always follow JLP because JLP message is for everyone. PNP messaging is for diehard, dunce PNP people. And that alone, me tell people other day, once we can get out our strong support of them, PNP are going to get blown away in the election. Because if 10 independent people vote, 8 of them are vote JLP.
But did you hear what Venetia said about down by Westmoreland there in that seat there, where them canvas? Did you guys really listen? And this is something where I've been telling people all the time, that in every seat where you hear them come talk about a strong, may I echo? Who no mute? Crafty or Ras? Man, I don't know if you mute. Yeah. Oh, it seemed like a Crafty did that echo. So I have always said it, that the PNP love talk about them base, and then win this a seat and then stronghold. But if a candidate goes there who is of any substance and get the right support and have a strong team, they always come out victorious over the PNP candidate. Always.
Is there
Oh my, can just imagine that's a lot on you, eh? I'm gonna pay take care of your health, you know, girl.
Kizzy, there's an issue with Morland Wilson or something?
Your company live late, Mackie.
Yeah, sorry. You joined late. Forgive me.
You miss everything. There is not an issue with Morland Wilson. There is an issue with those who are trying to remove him from the position that he was elected in. right? So yes, you have a big issue down there. There will be a runoff next week Sunday, and we over here so on my live a team Morland Wilson. Right true.
I agree.
Welcome, Barry. Barry, you find me again.
I saw Barry. I brought him up in the box because I saw that he was in Crafty's box earlier. So that's why I'm bring him up. Welcome, Barry. Wednesday's your birthday. Oh wow, you have the day off, mama? If you have the day off, let me know. Barry?
Yes, how you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome to my live.
Yes, thank you. You know, I've been listening. I kind of joined a few minutes ago, you know.
Okay.
And I like the discourse. You know, I've been trying to play my part in showing my support for the Jamaica Labour Party. Which honestly, I think the Jamaica Labour Party has shown that this is the party that is for Jamaica, you know. And I think the new slogan is "We are supporting Jamaica," you know.
Choose Jamaica.
Huh?
Choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica.
Choose Jamaica, right?
Yes.
You know, and pretty much, you know, the discourse, the conversation by the life that I've been seeing, you know, which is supportive, which is choosing Jamaica, is so far above the kind of discourse that we have seen from the other side. Because I have been looking and I've been listening, you know, and I must say I'm so proud of my Jamaica Labour Party supporters. Our discourse is informed by the facts, you know, and we sound very smart, we sound intelligent, we sound very good, you know, and it is attracting people. And I tell you, when you come on a live and hear people talking, putting points together, saying why they support a particular party and using facts to back up their argument, it attracts decent people, you know, and that is what we need to continue to do, continue to discuss using facts. And if you notice, every single Jamaica Labour Party supporter is educated around the facts, because we have so much on which to campaign. We don't have to go into the gutter. We don't have to tell anybody SYM, or we don't have to tell anybody FU or whatever. All we need to do is to point out to the people what this government has been doing since they have been elected, you know, and compare it to what we have had in the past. And when you make the comparison, there's absolutely no other choice but the choice to choose Jamaica Labour Party.
Chalk to cheese.
You know, Barry, thank you so much for that. But guess what? Well, with times, you know, when we get rowdy, you know, and we veer off track. But for 95% of the time, or 98% of the time, we're really here with a positive message. And so the 2% are the least. But as you said, rightly said, it don't matter which Labour Party supporter you speak to, they can always speak to the facts of what is happening with the government. And I hear somebody say, you know, somebody was saying, I'm talking about the last 9 years, and they were saying that one thing that this administration has done in the last 2 terms is getting Jamaicans involved and teaching us about the politics more than any other government before, because now we can speak to policy, we can explain it. Back in the day, it would be hard to understand the procedures, how parliament run, how many senators we have. Off the top of the head, the average Jamaican right now can go into some details. And this is why I cannot understand how the PNP expect to gain any kind of traction with lies and propaganda, because we are now an informed Jamaica, informed public.
Exactly.
And this party has been the most transparent ever in administration.
Raise the bar.
Government.
Raise the bar.
And listen, guys. Find me. this just did not happen overnight, you know.
Exactly.
It is a direct result of the kind of leadership that we have had from our Prime Minister.
Exactly.
Because I want us to look at the very early stages of Andrew's position as Prime Minister. Remember, you know, we had quite a number of ministers that he probably would love to have in his cabinet now, you know. But because of the issues that came up in their ministries, he sacked them. Montague, the chairman of Jamaica Labour Party, not a government minister.
Yeah, true.
Because Andrew decides that we are going to live above the fear of criticism.
Yeah,
right?
true.
Andrew Wheatley, a good friend of mine, right? Was a very strong supporter of Andrew Holness.
Warmington.
He's not a minister.
Right.
Warmington, not a minister.
Yes, it's
And
true.
it is the kind of leadership. And guess what? All these people are supporting Andrew Holness because they understand the position that he has taken. And guess what? The Jamaica Labour Party and the people of Jamaica are better as a result. And guess what? You're not discontent within the party because it's been able to manage very well.
Barry, I want to add straight to what you just saying, my brother. I recall last evening, Prime was speaking when the former Prime Minister came out, that's Patterson, and lambasted the Prime Minister saying about roads and all these things. And he made a point last evening. He said, listen, if I were any other Prime Minister, I'd have taken that former Prime Minister task and tell him certain things. But he's not that sort of Prime Minister. And let me say this, Barry. Andrew just demonstrated, you know, because he a person in the Labour Party, listen, Prime Minister, he get cross on them and get mad on them, as some person would say. But he said, no, that's not his approach, right? And as you said, the leadership makes whole difference. If Andrew was any other leader, the sort of calmness and thing we see in the country right now wouldn't be here because some person would have taken the leadership elsewhere. And that's the truth. So you're right.
Yeah, man.
Let us compare this with a Porter Simpson administration.
Chalk to cheese, man.
No, I mean, you hear the quarrelsome tone, the drama tongue. You know what I mean? When you go on the political platform and when you listen to Andrew Holness in terms of his discourse, whether it is that he's having a political meeting, his discourse is speaking about the facts, speaking about what his government is doing and will continue to do. You notice the whole recent situation with the Cuban doctors, right? When everybody else across the Caribbean were up in arms and threatening and saying, listen, me, I'd rather give up my visa, right? Because we are not going to tell us what to do and the approach that the Jamaica Labour Party and Andrew Holness has taken is a statesman-like approach. We cannot negotiate from a position of arrogance. We have to sit at the table and discuss the issues. And who would have become better off as a result of that stance? Jamaica. You see, Marco Rubio came to Jamaica, and everything that he said, he qualifies it by saying, I am not speaking of Jamaica. Did you listen to him?
We did, brother.
I am not speaking of Jamaica. I am speaking generally because in Jamaica, this is not happening. Right? Simple. And it is because Andrew Holness said he has presented himself in such a way that he is consulted and he is heard. And I'm not sure.
Barry,
yes.
Always have a seat at the table. That is the key. The key.
But Barry and Rascalic, what is even more important, what is even as important as a leader we have in the country, as our Prime Minister, is a team that he has surrounded himself with.
Exactly.
When you have a minister and a state minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that between them speak about 10 languages, you can see that sort of capability on the other side. You know, when you have a cabinet, we have a cabinet that you can send a man like Nigel Clark to the IMF. You can choose to lose him, right? And have somebody even more just as competent to replace him. So much so that you mash up the PNP in our own little way. When you have these sort of ministers and people around you, you don't need to open your mouth and say anything because the performance speak for themselves. So my brother, you're right 100%.
Lucky. where you think Dr. Tufton is right now? In the Philippines, and this was before all of the Cuban thing, as he told us, and we are going to get doctors and nurses and other professionals from Philippines to come to Jamaica. Think about that. Yo, the things that were happening in this country, in our country, you know, unprecedented, you know, brother.
I want
people sit down and realize unprecedented. We stuck, as I said to some people today, the Prime Minister take us from we were always respected based on the history of Jamaica, because people don't understand, you know, Jamaica's history is 500 and odd years old, you know. I go 600 and odd years old. I go now, you know. That is Jamaica's history, you know. Jamaica's history far outweigh even America, you know, as big as America is, you know. And when you see what PMP did to us and brought you back, that's nobody look. We tell people why people say America neglect us. It's because PMP didn't power so long. America won't do business with PMP, you know. This them with support in terms of USA and all of them things, but in terms of deeper relation from PMP in power, take on the mind off of America looking at us. And since PM come in, all Trump them send people, Biden send people, and Trump them send back people again. Think about it. Every international meeting, if the PM get a call and if him can't go, him send Kamina. Everyone, G20, G8, all of them, Jamaica, they have a seat at the table. Little Jamaica.
But honestly, guys, make we think about it. How well were we really represented with from a foreign ministry office before Kamina Johnson Smith? Talk the truth. We were not being represented. I want to tell you, so once upon a time I went to Berlin. They were having a meeting at the consulate, at the embassy in Berlin, right? And I went there and I was speaking to the ambassador at the time. And some of you would have known this. There was a time when Jamaicans didn't really have any stress to come to Europe, you know. Even after England imposed a visa on us, there was a time when Jamaicans didn't need any stressful, then it was no requirements really to come to other parts of Europe. Even to Switzerland. Switzerland was one of the last European countries to impose a visa on Jamaicans. And that was long after Schengen visa come in and long after England imposed visa on us. And we had the conversation and I asked the ambassadors, what happened? How could this break down? What? And them tell me point blank, them not have no representation. Nobody was speaking up for Jamaicans on the international scene. Our foreign ministry was lacking. We had no representation. Jamaicans would be getting deported, locked out, sit down on bench, sleep in a cell all about in the Caribbean. Never did I go on. Our foreign policy and foreign ministry was dead. Kamina Johnson survived that.
You remember recently when Trinidad and Tobago with Kamala Prasad Bisesa.
Yes.
They were actually sending back Jamaicans left, right, and center.
Remember.
Right? Even parties that were sent to Trinidad and Tobago, they were